who have just joined again.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Colosseum.
Boutard is back. I noticed. That's good.
Whimsical, yeah, Boutard's back. Rejoined.
That's good. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So,
Wait.
yeah, things are looking up.
Wait, I have a question, Major.
Go ahead.
Yes, for me.
So you made the bango about Anne?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Wait, so the Major bingo was about Major, and then so that was about him.
The major bingo, because band bingo's lots of people. And I was like, oh, okay. It's not really bullying because it's kind of fun. But then it's like, for some reason, not sure exactly why, maybe because we hate each other. His bingo about me was like full of nasty things. Like fucking I don't know where this thing comes from because it's like well, it's a figment of this guy's imagination. But he's always on about my supposed pedophilia or something. There's something wrong with him. I mean, this is a fucking 18 plus server. I interact with adults. He's a liar, right? Something really, really.
There's no mention
wrong.
of pedophilia in your bingo card, except the one time Toki called you a pedophile. That's not really me calling you a pedophile, though. I think you're getting obsessed with the pedophile tag.
Because grooming 19-year-olds isn't pedophilia.
Well,
in his eyes, it's probably.
I mean, what's wrong with this guy? I mean, he is just trying to irritate me. I mean, he does succeed. He is irritating, but it's irritating in like the way a bad smell is irritating, or like not just a guy who just won't stop repeating the same thing, which is what he is. Okay, so it's like, okay, he can't help it.
You're telling me it works?
Pretend. I'm a big fan.
You're telling me it works?
Well, yeah. Congratulations, Ban. You're irritating. Well done.
All right, I have more reason to keep doing it, I guess.
Well, you can do as you like. I mean, obviously these guys need to facilitate you.
I mean, I wasn't gonna stop doing it, but it makes me want to do it more based on your information.
What? Okay.
Wait, but Major.
I mean, yes. What?
I'm confused. Like, if it's so untrue, right? Why do you get irritated?
Well, I get irritated because it's the kind of thing which can have IRL implications. It's fucking gratuitously degenerate. I mean, what's worse than a paedophile? A fucking murderer, right? Or rapist? I mean, pedophiles are rapists too most of the time.
Is, right?
It's like, yeah. So if I just say unknown spider's a rapist 50 times, you might think, whoa, hang on. You're going to laugh it off. You might laugh it off like a couple of times, but like,
I mean,
if it's repeated and repeated and repeated, you start to think, whoa, there's something weird about this guy. No?
I mean,
it's fucking strange.
Strange to me. Personally, I would think it's funny because it's like,
same.
It's so like,
I'd probably encourage you to do that to me.
It's like so far out of reach from reality. It's like,
yeah. So why don't you get this guy? I think, Ban, this is your open door to call Unknown Spider a rapist. Or,
Unknown Spider, why did you rape me? Why did you rape my family, Unknown Spider? What is wrong with it?
Yeah,
I mean, look,
I keep doing it for months and months. I'm sure he'll love it.
Look, I just have a very I don't know. I have a very weird tendency sometimes, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's all fun and games, but then it's not so much that it's effective. It's just irritating. The poor guy doesn't seem to be able to help himself. He seems to get a kick out of everyday sadism. As far as I'm concerned, he's a sick individual. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's unfortunate.
It's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I don't mind. someone being funny.
Like, okay, like,
I could take a joke, but
what? You have to like detach yourself from like, you know, like, because it's like, since it's like so far out of reach of reality, right? How could you even get offended? Like, if it's not even in the possibilities, then how could you get offended by it?
No, Spider, considering that you are a Jewish guy from Israel, you're probably quite aware. Yeah, but you describe yourself as Israeli, right? So you're probably quite aware of like lots of unpleasant stereotypes and things which you wouldn't necessarily wish to be associated with, wherever you fall politically or whatever. It's like, it's not very nice to be the subject of
I mean,
unpleasant implications you've got nothing to do with. It's fucking sick on their part. If you see an anti-Semite, you think, okay,
well,
that's a sick person or someone suffering with some kind of mental problem, because they're projecting all
well,
of their problems onto an innocent guy. No,
yeah.
so
But
it's
how does an
like,
anti-Semite have to do with you being called a pedophile?
well, don't you see the analogy? You don't see
You
the
love
analogy
me?
between
I love my mom.
something which you have nothing to do with. I mean, it's not like you're personally committing atrocities in Gaza. It's not like you're, I don't know, any of the other horrible things which they say about Jewish people, of which there are many, right? You're just a guy, and then all of a sudden you've got this very unpleasant person putting this trip on you. It's like, well, this is all going on in their head. They're not well, but you unfortunately have to endure it. So you would
Mm,
understand how that would be unpleasant. I mean, you might laugh it off, but it's like if it's the same thing again and again, you're like, ugh.
wait, so
It's
so
it's hard
you're
it's hard to laugh it off when it's the same shit again and again. You think
well,
this person has got something wrong with them. No,
I
or are anti-Semites perfectly right?
well,
Why don't
I
you just
think
laugh it
that
off?
well, I think that I don't think it has anything to do with being like, because like, so you're talking about anti-Semitism, and right, and Ban is just he's just making it. So Ben is making a joke, and you're talking about anti-Semitism where they actually like genuinely like hate you for this reason. And
Not
the thing about
necessarily.
it
They
is,
might just be making jokes about Jewish people, for
oh
example.
well, okay, no, no. So if you're not talking about anti-Semitism, if you're just making jokes, like I like if somebody makes a joke like, oh, like something
No, it's
about
not about
money or something.
anti-Semitism. Don't get it twisted. It's clearly about being the target of undeserved um, harassment. Okay, being the target
Well,
of harassment is not nice. There's a difference between having a joke and taking it too far. This guy doesn't know the difference. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's literally of no consequence. It's just an irritant. It's just an irritating person. And that's unfortunately the maximum he can aspire to. But it
I
doesn't mean
mean,
you should be pleased to see when a fucking mosquito's in the room. You're like, ugh, Jesus, it's a fucking mosquito. Great. To
I
me,
mean, like,
it's something wrong with him.
like I think making some sort of analogy is valid, but I think the one that you made isn't really because, like,
Well, I think it
you
is
know,
valid.
how is like okay, so how is some Jewish right person getting like I don't know. I mean, it all depends on the situation. Hated.
Okay,
They
so if it
aren't
all
led
depends
into
on the
something.
situation,
Like
then it would be
they're
valid in some
all
situations, no?
yeah.
So
Like
you just
they're
kind of prove my point.
so no. Hold on. They're not led into something because of them being Jewish.
No, they are.
And
That's the point.
well, like what do you? So are you talking?
And
Okay,
it's not because
hold on.
they're Jewish; it's because the other people are ignorant
Wait, okay,
or
hold on.
taking pleasure in their
Yeah, but like
discomfort
you're
by
not
lying
actually a
about them.
pedophile though. Thing.
Yeah. So what should I be? I mean, the whole point here is that lots of Jewish people are not, all the horrible things they say about Jewish people. That's not the point. The point is they're being defamed. They're being
Uh,
unfairly castigated in public. Therefore, I mean, it's widely considered to be wrong. Okay.
well, yeah, but
So,
like you're not a pedophile. It's like a difference because like okay, like
yeah. So if someone is not a rapist and someone calls them a rapist,
yeah.
and the guy who is being called a rapist, why doesn't he just laugh it off 1,000 times? If the Jewish guy,
Well,
people are saying that he's a I don't know, horrible things to say about Jewish people, but he's not. Why doesn't he just keep laughing it off? It's not his responsibility to laugh it off. He can laugh it off if he wants to. But the
well,
bottom line is the other party is the guy who is committing the abuse.
but Major, the problem is like so. So I don't know why, because like this isn't real life. Like I mean, I know that like we're real people, but like this is like
But you
Discord.
can
It's
see the points.
okay, so like if
Yeah,
you
but
call
one
somebody,
second before we move on, you can see the point though.
well, yeah, I understand how it could be
Okay, so
irritating,
you can
right?
see the point. So it's irritating. It's wrong. Now let's
Well,
move on.
not necessarily wrong.
You don't think it's wrong, so you approve of anti-Semitism the same, or
No.
you approve.
What
Why
type?
don't Jewish
What type
guys
do you
just
think they are?
laugh off?
Ones that come.
How does anti-Semitism have to do with like joking
It's
about how
I
somebody's a
just
pedophile?
I just explained it. It's not
No, no,
about
no.
the
Because the
joke.
thing is, right?
It's not about the identity. It's about harassing somebody based on a spurious lie. That's what
Yeah, but that's
anti-Semitism
not.
is. And that's what this fucking guy is trying to do to me. It's like, what should I be?
What?
Pleased? I mean, it's nothing more. As you say, it's not real life. It's nothing. But if you're in a shared space and some guy is continuously irritating you, then should you be happy with that? Should you just tolerate it? No, this guy's a cunt.
Huh.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're
Well,
not happy, Major.
I'm not happy. Why should I be? This fucking
Like,
guy is
okay.
like a fucking stone in my shoe.
Okay, look, I understand your point. It's just the analogy doesn't really make like I understand where you're going with the analogy.
You just conceded the point twice, and then so I don't understand why now you're fucking
Well, no,
saying
because you
you
can't.
don't
Okay, hold on.
agree for the third time.
Well, no, you can't compare, right? So let me finish my
I
sentence real
did and
quick.
proved the point.
Let me finish
Okay,
my sentence. Let me finish my sentence.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't compare an actual Jew getting hated or whatever, like something actual for their
Okay,
religion.
it's not about the guy being Jewish. Okay, let's imagine it's a black guy. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
the black guy is enduring bullying based on the other person's supposition or ignorance. Okay,
So based off of his
black guy.
skin color.
It could be about the skin color. It could be about any other unpleasant
Yeah.
stereotype which weird people like to project onto black guys. Okay, why should that guy think, "Oh, this is funny. This is nice"? He is an innocent party, and the party who's committing the harassment isn't just joking. Guy is obviously some kind of bad actor, right? It's like it's not considered acceptable to lie about and demean people of any type. It's considered antisocial.
Well, I mean, okay, I guess
so
it's
like,
not really.
yeah,
Like, okay, okay, like I've always like understood your point. It was mainly the part about how like you were getting. It seemed like you were getting overly offended over it, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be like, because of course, right? Of course, it's irritating, right? Maybe it is irritating to, because
it's like my character.
I don't know.
It's not of my
it's like so.
character. It's not of my character to grin and bear it. My character is to fucking stomp the guy. And unfortunately, what I have to do is just
Make a 5,000 word essay and DM it to Rudy and the admins in the server about how I should be punished or something.
Yeah, you should be punished. I mean, it's not my fault that the admins don't have the understanding that having an antisocial personality around
but
and fucking encouraging them
Major,
is
what I
going to
don't
be a
understand
problem
is
long term.
Major. What I don't understand is
what
how
can I
you
do
could
about
even
that?
like, because like I don't think anybody would even tie that in with your image. I don't think any, especially because it's online and everything, and it's like clearly, very clearly. It's not like something like people say that all the time, or it's like something that's like attached to you in some way. It's like
No, but that's what this guy's trying
I
to
don't even see
fucking
how you could
engineer
possibly get
because he's
offended
sick in the head.
if you're not a pedophile.
Yeah, but this guy's just trying. So what's your implication? That by being offended, I'm admitting
No,
I'm a
I'm not
pedophile.
saying you're a pedophile. I'm just saying
So what are you
it's
saying?
weird. I'm saying it's
You're
weird.
saying you're saying you don't understand, despite
No,
having
I
explained it
understand.
3
I
times.
understand.
Okay.
No, I understand.
So I don't think your point really makes any sense at all, to be honest with you.
No, I'm saying it's like it's so far fetched from reality, right? Like it's not even like so. It's like
But should
nobody's
a person
even.
appreciate it?
Well,
No, they shouldn't.
no. I'm just
That's
saying
right.
that.
So imagine somebody starts a campaign
Oh,
that Unknown Spider has got herpes and fucking writes graffiti about you in public bars and this kind of stuff.
wait,
You start to think,
wait,
this
I
is
didn't
fucking not very
I didn't
nice. Okay, why
Yeah.
are these people saying I've got herpes when I haven't? You start to feel like, oh no, that's not very nice. It's the same thing.
Well, okay. The reason
It's
you wouldn't.
defamation.
Okay,
It's
the
called
reason you would feel
defamation.
that about the herpes is because like if you actually have it, like
Why,
because
if
like
you don't have
it's okay.
herpes,
It's realistic,
if you
right? Having herpes is realistic, right? Being a pedophile, that's like on a whole nother level.
it's something
like
which happens
almost.
every day. There are loads of paedophiles around, and there are loads of people who've been abused by paedophiles. Okay, so
I mean,
it's not my case, thank God, but it's not something which doesn't happen. Quite the opposite.
Well, yeah, but like if you're not a pedophile and it's so out of reach, it's like when you like joking about.
Yeah.
Okay, you're comparing like somebody talking about herpes like in a real life situation. If somebody has herpes and it's very bad. Like if somebody says, "Oh, this guy's a pedophile" or whatever, like, okay, we're talking about real life. The real life doesn't really have to do with. Okay,
Well,
I get. Okay, like I get your point. We're kind of not really going anywhere. I mean,
No,
okay,
no one
like,
is
We're not
calling
going
you a
anywhere.
pedophile, by the way.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
just want to
So
make that clear.
Yeah.
okay,
Wait, nobody was
If
even.
they
Wait,
do, then
Nine. Would
no one's even calling him a pedophile.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's like.
Yeah. I
he's
mean,
just making.
like Toki apparently did, but Toki's not in the server
yeah, Toki was
anymore.
banned as she should have been for being an antisocial cunt. Unfortunately, you seem wedded to this guy, despite him also being an antisocial cunt. It's very,
I'm
very
not. I'm
clear.
not. No,
But
I'm not ending
he's
the
not
fight.
he's not calling you a pedophile though.
Yeah,
I
but you
never.
see what's going on here. Even you see what's
Look,
going
I'm
on.
just
You know?
interested. Look, I was just confused on like to why, like like I kind of understand your point of view. I understand, how you feel that way. It's just weird
Yeah.
that you would feel that way, like that
Well,
strongly. But
it's not weird at all. It's just maybe you don't
well, it's not that
understand
weird.
why it would
There's,
be disturbing to some people.
I
If
think
somebody called you a rapist 100 times, you'd be
Yeah.
fucking disturbed as well. I promise you.
I mean, no.
It's not very nice. It's horrible. And the guy's
Mm,
antisocial. He should
I mean,
be gone.
I
As
mean,
far,
I guess
as far as I'm
everybody. I
concerned.
guess everyone's different. I don't know. It's not really much I can. Argue
Well, I'll
with.
tell you right now. If the pedo rule was lifted in the server, there are like at least 10 people in the server I would call pedophiles as a joke, and they wouldn't mind.
They wouldn't mind.
Yeah, because
Okay. Well,
I'm chill with them and they're chill with me.
yeah, that's very convincing, Dan.
Well, there's
yeah.
a rule, so I wouldn't do
To be
it.
honest
But
with you,
if the rule wasn't
it's just-
there, I would
so
probably do that.
yeah, because you're the scum of the earth. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I'm
true.
drinking Coke right now. Don't make me spit my drink, dude.
Yeah, I'd hate you as a spit. Yeah. I really,
Fuck, my screen,
Yeah,
dude. My screen is really dirty right now. Maybe I could use the spit from my Coca-Cola to clean my screen.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think it really. I mean, I don't even blame Ban that much. As you've heard, I think he's a degenerate. But it really is the fault of the admin team. He shouldn't have been let in. Number one. Number two, he should have been dealt with more decisively a long time ago. I mean, it's the place is going like the jungle, and I think it's unfortunate.
really
It's a nice
not.
community.
It's
The
really,
server
thing is,
really
delegated
not.
the
Not even,
jungle.
Like, bro, the Jungle
Bro,
has neo-Nazis like spreading their like propaganda, like people watching like gore videos in VC. Like, I
Wait,
don't
really?
think
I didn't know
we're-
that. I should join now.
Yes,
What the
What
fuck?
the
Dude,
yes.
And
there's
why
people
do
like-
why
They
every-
literally go on like
what you don't seem to
NSFW.
understand?
That's
What you don't
amazing.
seem to
Like they'll
understand,
have
Rudy,
like
is
streams and
that started somewhere. Okay, you don't
but we're
understand.
not going in
Things-
that direction, buddy.
Dude,
We're
the
really
Jungle is
not.
like so like far beyond. Like, dude, like they're saying like the N word like every two. Wait, my mic cut out. These people are
It's
like
like-
white as like goddamn like the
Okay,
snow, bro.
so
They're saying the
my
N word every
point
3
is-
seconds.
Yeah, my point is, it's like
You don't have to
it's me
worry
in
about
this
us
case,
becoming
but it
like the
could-
Jungle.
But it's me in this case, but it could be anyone here. And it's not fair that people should have to put up with harassment. Okay. Number two, it's always the same people doing it. Okay. Always. It's always the same fucking people causing the trouble. So, Martin, I think Martin's funny objectively, but he's a bit abusive. Ban's funny objectively. I mean, the tier list stuff was great. He's done some good things, but he's also bullied, harassed, fucking done loads of sins, right? So as long as it's within lines of good fun, I'm not for banning people for spurious things, but his behaviour is fucking repulsive on a regular basis. So as I happen to be the target of it, should I
Yes.
just be like, oh, grateful? Should I be grateful? I mean, as it happens, I'm extremely busy. Otherwise, I probably would, engage more and work up my anti-ban shit or whatever, and it would be I don't know, some kind of I don't know, meme off or something. But it's like when
Meme
you've
off.
actually got things, like whatever you like to call it, I don't know. When you've got things to do in life, and you go to a place to relax or chill out, if there's some guy in the fucking bar who's antisocial, you either don't go to the bar or give him a little slap. And here, I mean, this server has the same. My doorbell's ringing. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
When he's back,
What-
You're
what
trying to
have you-
hold back the laughter, aren't you?
when
What's
he,
even being said about Major? Like, it's not. There's no one really calling him like a pedo regularly or saying stuff like that regularly.
I mean,
it's just like a
he
joke.
won't do it now. I mean, it was
What's-
said before. It was.
Yeah,
it did
okay,
happen
like,
what was
the thing
before.
is,
before
right,
He is
anyway?
pissed. But there
like-
wasn't a rule about that. There is a rule about that now. And
Before the
ban
rule,
does
what was
not-
really said? Was it like over exaggerated, or were it just people? calling
Toki,
him-
this is before most of us in this VC were in the server. Toki called Major a pedophile to piss him off, with the intention of pissing him off.
Oh, lol.
It's funny, but look, it's like I don't get why you would like care so much about this if it like barely happened. Like you never even called you a pedophile, and like okay, like I understand, right? If somebody every single day, right, they're saying, "Oh, pedophile this, pedophile that, pedophile that," but he didn't
Yeah,
even
so
call you a
it's-
pedophile, and he was just only insinuating it a few times.
I think the card
Look,
really pisses him off. I think the card gets under his skin.
No, it's not the card,
Um,
actually, Rudy. I mean, we discussed it many times, or several
Mhm.
times, and you
Yep.
described this guy as a fucking cancer, or worse to that effect. Okay.
I
Then
didn't say
when-
cancer. I said
worse
he
that
can
effect.
like he can fucking poke and prod at shit, and it's fucking annoying.
But worse that effect, and
And
also
fucking pissing me off. And I did get angry at him one time in VC, and
Yeah,
Dan can tell you about
okay.
that. But apart from that, no, like it's all right for the most part. Yeah, as
it's
long
all right for
as
the most
just
part.
follow the
now,
rules.
okay? But that
Follow,
wasn't what you
follow.
said at that time.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, no.
So-
Before,
so-
no, it was kind of annoying, but we've sorted it, so it's
Yeah,
whatever.
so kind of annoying is fine. All banter, good laugh is fine. But Rudy's aware of several things which are not fine. Okay. Which, by the way, Rudy, I mean, yeah, I don't really know what you're doing, mate, to be honest with you. It's your prerogative.
Okay.
Do what you like.
Okay.
It's your server, okay? But
You should really
Yeah.
do something, Rudy. The server's turning into the jungle right now as we speak. Like it's molding.
Yeah, no, it's just
actually, I think it's a bit
like,
better since Rudy came back. To be fair.
oozing. Yeah,
You've
it's
done-
oozing pus.
Oh boy, we're gonna
Well-
be the jungle 2.0. Rudy's gonna wake up tomorrow and his body is gonna be lamb sauce. Like his entire body is gonna look like lamb sauce.
It's gonna be you're gonna rename the
doesn't
server
work
to like
out.
the forest or
Ramses
something.
works out.
Then he's gonna log into
At least
his
the neo-Nazis will accept me now.
Rudy's gonna log into his Discord account and it's gonna have a Rick Sanchez profile picture without his consent. Like it just transform into that.
Yeah, this is pretty funny stuff. So my point is, people shouldn't have to put up with antisocial behaviour and bullying when they're perfectly.
Can I comment on that, Major? I think you're the last person
yes,
who
please
should
go
be
ahead.
talking about antisocial behavior in the server.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Here we go.
would be pretty. It's pretty obvious you shouldn't be the one complaining about antisocial
What are you
behavior.
talking about?
Yeah.
What on earth are you talking about? Give an example.
Do you think making fun of a girl's body is okay in
So
public?
in context, it was fine. In
Well,
context,
I'll give you
And
context.
she had
I'll
the
give you more
possibility-
information. If a girl
What was the context?
posts a photo of her tits, and then her tits look like a cabbage or something. I don't know. And then Major,
Wow.
and then
Well,
Major
that's something
starts
nice.
calling her cabbage tits or something. I don't know.
So this is a hypothetical.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
hypothetical. It is currently
One of your famous
hypothetical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay, good.
One of your famous hypotheticals. You make this comment, you've got nothing to back it up with, as usual.
You're not answering
Full
the
of
question,
shit.
Major. Can you just answer?
What question?
Is
There's
it?
no
What do you
question.
think of that? What do you think of that behavior?
What would I think of it, or what do I think of it? Jesus.
Same
Did
thing.
you-
What?
Oh,
It's a
not the same
hypothetical.
thing.
Are you saying that you actually
So-
called a girl a cabbage tits in the server a few weeks ago or something?
Yeah, but very good, man. Some of your greatest material.
It's a
I think the
hypothetical,
best thing
dude.
you-
Are you not gonna
Yes,
answer the
no,
question?
man.
If you're not gonna answer,
I
just
think
tell
what
me.
you should- I think what you should do is go back to copying other people's stuff. It's better than yours.
Okay, so you're not gonna
okay?
answer the cabbage tits
show-
hypothetical.
There is no hypothetical. You don't seem to know what a hypothetical is.
I just
I
gave
mean,
you one. Cabbage tits hypothetical.
It's between several options, each of which has several criteria. It takes 5 minutes to read.
I'll do another
makes a good
hypothetical.
hypothetical.
So Minnie
Why don't you try
posts
to
a
fucking
selfie.
research what a hypothetical is? Okay, because oh god, it's fucking painful sometimes.
So Minnie posts her selfie in the
everything
server.
in your life, is everything in your life a fucking act? It takes 5 minutes to research how to make a decent hypothetical.
That's I gave you a
Christ,
very
Christ.
simple hypothetical. A cabbage.
It wasn't a hypothetical. You don't seem to understand what the ingredients are.
How is
I
that
can
not
show
a
you.
hypothetical? Minnie posts a let's say Minnie posts a cabbage tits
So
hypothetical.
that happened?
Okay.
Wait, that happened?
What?
Well,
No,
yes,
it
that
didn't
was-
happen. The cabbage tits? No, what the fuck?
Okay, good. Okay, good.
So, I'll tell you what did happen. You'll know what did happen. Right?
Wait, are you gonna
know what
answer the
happened.
question? The cabbage tits hypothetical?
What could you rephrase it in a way which is
Minnie-
a proper hypothetical?
Minnie posts a selfie, and then her tits look like cabbages in her selfie.
Right.
And
Right.
Major starts calling her Miss Cabbage Tits or something. Is that bad
Okay.
behavior? Is that antisocial?
It would be. In that case, if it was Minnie, what would the context be? Would she be inviting roasts?
You don't like
Was she-
Minnie, and
Okay, so
you're doing it to piss off Minnie.
Why are you saying I don't like Minnie? Of course I do.
In this hypothetical, you don't.
Okay, so what's your setup again? If somebody I don't like did something I didn't like, or I saw an
So
opportunity,
if somebody
what would
didn't
I
like,
do? And what would I think about
if
it?
you made
Okay.
fun of the tits of
This-
someone you
this-
don't like in the server,
This is not a hypothetical ban. This
it
not
is.
hypothetical.
How is that not a
No, it's not.
hypothetical?
Which-
Look up what a hypothetical means, Major.
Yes. I know what a fucking hypothetical is.
You
This
know
guy
you
doesn't
don't.
know what a
No,
hypothetical is.
everyone here is gonna fucking roast you for not knowing what a hypothetical is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So wait,
You know what?
hold on, Major, I
A
want to ask you
hypothetical
something.
question goes like this.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Oh my god.
There is a force, okay? Let's the tram is the famous hypothetical, right? There's the tram, then there is a
What the fuck?
there are two directions the tram can go. So there's a force.
That's a philosophical
there's
Trolley
a
hypothetical.
problem.
point.
Talk about
Trolley
the trolley
problem.
problem.
Yeah, there's a trolley problem.
That's a
an
subset.
example of a
That's not.
hypothetical.
That's just a
Look at the
subset of
ingredients.
hypothetical.
Look at the
Oh.
ingredients of the hypothetical.
That's
Wait,
The
hold on,
ingredients
Major.
are common.
That's
Ingredients
n-
are common.
that
The
you
context
are.
has to be
Wait, wait, wait.
established, man.
Wait, Major, I want to ask you
You
something.
don't know what
What?
you're doing. Again,
Major,
you're
Major.
incompetent. You're incompetent, mate.
That's not what a
Fucking
hypothetical is. That's
You
an
don't know what a
example. That's
hypothetical
that's an
is.
example
And
of a
you're just
hypothetical.
repeating your shit
Major,
hypotheticals.
bro. Oh my.
Fuck me.
Major.
What? What?
Are you just mad that the hypothetical wasn't good?
No,
'Cause
it's not a
it
proper
is a hypothetical.
question.
It is a
It's not-
hypothetical, you
no.
fucking retard.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a perfect hypothetical. Maybe it's like.
Can
it's not
someone
perfect
in his
hypothetical.
VC tell me if that was hypothetical or not? Any of you?
That was a
can-
hypothetical, bro.
It was
That
hypothetical.
Thank you. You guys are not retards.
A hypothetical means a fictitious situation, basically. That's it.
Major, you should
It's
go
not
back
really-
to school. I
There's
thought
not
you were an
really-
English
there's
teacher,
not really a
Major.
decision needed.
But you don't even know what a
You
hypothetical
don't
is.
need an option A or an option B.
Just consult your dictionary, Major. I'm sure you have one of those in your room. You're making this a bit too easy for me by simply saying something no one in the
Okay.
VC would agree with.
Okay, but they could always solve it by reading. I mean, I don't know what you want
Have
me to
you
say.
have you
If-
gone to your
If
dictionary?
you can get these guys to agree,
Yeah, all of them
Doesn't
agree.
make
No one agrees
sense.
with you. Does that mean all of us
Dude,
are
I'll look
retarded?
up what a
Well, they can
hypothetical means right now.
Yeah.
hypothetical has one meaning, but a hypothetical question has certain ingredients. Among them are established context, actors, force, consequences. Okay, none of which are present in this cunt's supposed hypothetical. It's not my fault. You guys don't know that.
So I
You don't
guess
need all of those.
yeah, we don't.
You
It
do.
just needs to be an imagined or suggested, but perhaps not true.
He's talking about
Situation, that's
he's
it.
talking about a dilemma. Major's a retard.
Hang on, my
Yeah,
phone's
you're
ringing.
on
I'll be
about a
back in a
dilemma.
second.
You're talking about a
I'll be back in
dilemma,
a
you
second.
fucking retard.
Dilemma.
Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between a dilemma and a hypothetical.
He
Wait,
doesn't
what are you
know
guys
the
talking
difference.
about now? Wait, does he still not know?
He's
the
saying a hypothetical is a dilemma, but not all hypotheticals are dilemmas.
Oh,
Dilemmas,
This is the best love story I've ever heard.
and everyone's gonna see this eventually.
Oh wow, did you record it?
I'm probably gonna title it "Major doesn't know what a hypothetical is" or some shit, and then put like a thumbnail with like Major doing something.
wait,
Well,
I'm confused. So, I had to leave for like a minute, but so he
Welcome back.
doesn't know what it was. Or
He doesn't know what a hypothetical is. He's an English teacher, by the way. He's a proud English teacher. Just so you know.
Huh. I mean, I've seen worse.
I thought a hypothetical was just like something based on like hypothesis, like it's like just like scenario, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not. So a hypothesis, which hypothetical, they have the same basis, right? So a hypothesis is a supposition or a projection, a proposal, if you like, based on, it has a basis of evidence, okay, which is your starting point. Okay, so you have a, as I said, you have a set basis, a set context with certain elements present. From that, you make your proposal. There can be several proposals, such as the trolley problem, or there could be other proposals, other forms of proposals. Okay, but it always has a basis in the context. That's what hypothesis is. That's where hypothetical comes from. Okay, you can't have a hypothesis with no basis. So what this guy has is no basis and no other ingredients. He doesn't understand. But because you recognize what a hypothetical has come to mean is one thing, but it's not technically a hypothetical question. How can you have your whole fucking identity at some point, as this guy did, based around the hypothetical fucking question server, whatever it was, and not know how to make a proper hypothetical? It's very, very simple. You can Google it in 5 minutes and understand it. Okay? You don't have to study it. You can read it in 5 minutes and know. So this guy gets some other guys to say, I think that's what a hypothetical is. It's meaningless.
No one
It's
agrees with you,
absolutely
just so you know.
meaningless.
I don't think anyone in the VC agrees with you.
Well, they can all do 5 minutes research and they'll know that I'm correct.
You probably already did.
Okay, I hope you do.
So are you
So-
gonna answer my hypothetical?
If you can make it into understandable format.
Can you answer
Okay,
my whatever my thing is?
Well,
If you remember
what
it.
is your thing?
The cabbage tits. So Minnie
Yeah,
has
I
cabbage.
remember it.
Minnie's tits are made
but
of
it's not
cabbage.
hypothetical.
I just
It's
told
not
you whatever. I
hypothetical,
just
man.
told you whatever it is. Just answer it.
It's not I just told you whatever it is. It's not a hypothetical. So will I answer whatever you said?
It doesn't
Why
have to
would
be
I?
hypothetical. Just answer whatever it is. It's a
It's-
question.
So you concede it wasn't a hypothetical.
No, I'm
question.
just saying
was just-
it doesn't matter what it is. You
It
can
was
still
just
answer the question.
more verbal diarrhea coming out of your mouth. As usual.
It's a question.
Because you are
It's a.
a
Can
clown.
you? It's a question.
He's a what? I didn't catch that.
He's a clown. The guy's a clown. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't
So
you
wait,
realize
are
what
you
just
are you
happened?
gonna answer the question?
What question?
If Minnie's
Where's
tits
the
look
question?
like cabbages, and you made fun of Minnie's tits by calling her cabbage tits, I guess, is that antisocial
Well-
behavior?
Well, if Minnie is ever in a position to show her tits and they
Yeah.
happen to look like cabbages,
Yes.
and I react in a way
Yes.
which
To piss her off.
the community considers antisocial, then it would be considered antisocial. That's the answer to your question.
Okay. So should you be banned from
Yeah.
the server for doing that if you did that?
Well, in that case,
Yes.
if Minnie showed her cabbage tits
Yes.
and I was to criticize her cabbage tits in a way she didn't like, at a time she didn't like it, to
Yes.
upset her deliberately,
Yes.
and the community considered it antisocial, then probably a admin would talk to me about my conduct and tell me, I don't like what you did there. Could you not do it again? And I would say, oh, sure. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
Well, in the hypothetical, you're
That's
doing
what
it to piss her off.
Well, this is a hypothetical answer to a hypothetical. I mean, if we're
Wait,
gonna
you're
call it
saying it's a hypothetical now?
it's not a hypothetical.
Wait, why you almost slipped up there? You almost
As,
started
as I
hypothetical.
said, if I was to call it hypothetical,
Well,
this
that's a
would be
hypothetical, right?
answer to a
When you're saying
hypothetical
if it were hypothetical, that's a hypothetical.
There's a difference between hypothetical and a hypothetical question, which I'm not sure if you know.
I'm
It
pretty
seems
sure.
you don't
I'm,
know,
I'm
or
pretty
maybe
sure.
it's genuine.
I'm pretty sure people think of hypothetical question when we say
Not the same
hypothetical here. In this context, you're being autistic.
That's not what. Oh, Jesus Christ! In this context, you're being autistic.
Yes.
As I explained,
This is why
hypothetical
everyone
question
disagrees with you.
has a basis. You don't even disagree with me, Ban.
I
You
do.
know I've got you on the hypothetical question. Point.
That's what we mean with hypothetical in this context.
You know very well that you don't know what you're talking about. You've demonstrated it here. You cannot argue with me if you're not equipped. So
I'm not going to
is
because everyone
hector
else
and
agrees with
try-
me. I
No,
don't
that's
need to.
right.
I don't need to argue with you
So-
about it.
It's not about the point, is it? You'll never argue.
We can go back to
You'll just
the
try
cabbage tits.
attack me.
Can we go back to the cabbage tits?
Well, you are going to keep going back to the cabbage tits because you don't like it being demonstrated that you're incompetent.
Okay, let's go back to the cabbage tits. So you're
You can
gonna
keep going back to the cabbage
in the
tits. You will,
hypothetical.
because you've got nothing else to
You
talk
don't like
about.
Minnie
There's nothing
in this
to you.
hypothetical. You don't like Minnie. You're calling her tits cabbage tits. You think you deserve to be punished for that?
What is Minnie?
You don't like Minnie in
So
the hypothetical. You know, I can change it to Minnie. I can change someone you don't like in the server. Let's say Liberty or Sid. So Sid,
Why don't we change it?
so
I know,
it's
here's my
easier
thing.
for your brain to understand because you clearly don't dislike Minnie. So we can turn it into someone that you actually don't like.
Okay. Here's one I do understand. Maybe you'll like this one. Let's
Bro.
imagine there was a repulsive guy who everyone hates, apart from his little cadre of autistic friends. And this
Someone
guy
asked for me?
This guy makes the mistake of sending a picture of his disgusting penis to somebody in the server. That somebody in the server makes the mistake of publishing this disgusting penis in a public forum. He should never have done that. Then,
Wait,
when
public
other
forum?
people
Wait, public forum?
laugh
So it's publicly
in the
posted.
server, right?
The dick pic.
Let me finish. So, the picture of the guy's disgusting penis, it looks like a little rotten mushroom, is published in the server. And that's a very bad thing. Everyone would agree.
Can you clarify if it's
Should
public
never
or
have
not?
happened.
Is it public or not? The dick pic.
It's visible to the community.
What does that mean?
Wherever you want to
You're not being direct. Do you mean it was posted in the server or what?
Yes, that's what they mean.
What did I say? What did I
You're
say?
saying it's posted in
You
the
know,
server? Just be direct.
What did I say? I said it was.
You
posted
said
in the server
visible to
5
the
minutes.
community.
Try to pay attention.
I'm asking
to
you for clarification. You can just answer it.
that. Yeah, I did answer it. In fact, I stated it clearly.
So
the
wait,
first time.
is it posted
just
in
interrupted me.
a server?
Yes. Yeah. The guy's
All right,
disgusting
you can
little
continue.
cock is published in the server. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. The guy's disgusting little cock is published in the server, and to great hilarity, the cat boys are laughing. Okay, the cat boys are rating it 2 and 3 out of 10 because it's repulsive. It looks smelly. If something can look smelly,
Yeah.
and the guy, the possessor of the disgusting cock, he's unhappy with the situation. He's like, "Oh no, I've been hoisted by my own petard. I'm the guy who's been
Why is he unhappy?
using firstly because he's got a disgusting little cock.
Wait, what?
Secondly,
Can you explain
because
better? Wait,
he
what,
made the mistake of sharing it.
so wait,
Thirdly,
what exactly is he
because-
unhappy about? You need to be more specific.
I don't think I do need to be more specific for the audience. I think they understand.
No, like, is
Okay.
he unhappy about, like...
He's unhappy that he's got a disgusting little rancid cock. That's what he's unhappy about.
Wait, he's unhappy about his cock?
He's unhappy. He's unhappy. Yes, he's furious about it. He thinks, God, why me? Why? There cannot be a God. I should become an atheist.
Maybe, like, we can say the
Because
cock looks like a
at
cabbage or
first-
something. Like, the cock looks like a cabbage.
it-
That would be a good
It
It looks like a mushroom.
mushroom
looks like-
cabbage.
a rotten little mushroom, which
Hey,
Yeah,
what are
that's
you
what he
guys
said.
talking
this
about?
guy is
Wait,
deeply
what?
ashamed of. Yeah.
It's
So
I think it's pretty obvious what Major's talking about. Just saying.
yeah. So
Wait, oh, you're
what
talking
happened
about
was
Ban?
this poor guy, um, who made this mistake. He's already got this affliction. To go with that, he's a horrible person who's made it his business to be and torment lots of other people in the server by
Mhm.
doing all kinds of nasty things, like recording them on VC without their permission, making memes about them,
Recording who?
continuously
Wait,
harassing.
I'm recording this VC right now, for example.
People-
Is that okay?
People without their permission.
I have this VC
Yes,
recorded.
yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is. It is completely protected by law because
Alright.
you're in a public space.
All right, Major.
Go fuck yourself, anyone that tries to deny that.
Major is saying it's not okay,
Yeah.
so I guess he's retarded.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all.
Well, I'm
to
recording this right
record
now.
people without
Do you want to
permission.
keep being in this VC, Major?
You're just like literally objectively wrong. It is okay. It is literally protected by law. You're in a public forum. This is technically a public space. It is
Okay.
protected by the fact
Yeah,
that
like
you
that's
are
why
in
like
public.
paparazzi isn't illegal.
Yep.
Yeah, but the public would also consider it to be pretty
Yeah,
disgusting.
but you're not gonna
regulate.
be objective about it. You're gonna give what is right, what you
Okay.
think is right and wrong, and you're not gonna have an objective idea
maybe,
here.
Yeah, like maybe
Well,
like
I'm not on trial
subjectively or-
here for this fucking.
All right, so
Whether
people
it's right
disagree
or
with you
wrong to
again.
record
I guess this
people.
is your
I
second
would consider
time
it-
having
I would
people
consider-
disagree with you.
I would consider it to be disgusting. Okay, if a friend of mine.
I think
or
you didn't
someone
hear
in a
me.
social Situation,
I'm recording this VC in
I
case
don't
you
give
didn't
a
hear
fuck
me,
what
Major.
you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
but I can hear you, unfortunately.
I'm gonna zoom in on your
Um,
profile picture. Hold on, in the video, just so everyone knows you're in this VC.
Okay.
Actually, wait,
so-
didn't you post your selfie in this server? I probably should zoom in on your selfie as well. Hold on, let me find it. All right, go on, continue.
Ban, typically for you,
This
as
is
you
a
always do,
what?
you're trying to make this about somebody else when in fact what you do is repulsive. You make unfounded accusations.
Didn't you post your?
You create
You made the mistake of
hypotheticals,
posting
and your
your
hypotheticals are shit.
selfie in the server.
What you
Isn't that
do
the same
is-
thing?
What you do, Ban, is boring, is repetitious, it's not funny. Your primary attractive feature is that you are active, which means you have diarrhea of the mouth. You're just a jibber jabber guy with no basis in what you say. You're basically tolerated because you roll with a group of people and they boost the server. I mean, as far as I can see,
Hey, Major,
that's your
this
selling
is.
Okay.
I don't know what I came into this call because like it seems like it's attracted an audience,
Yeah.
but I always like giving my opinion because I'm a narcissist. So here's the thing, you seem like I've talked to you before, and I actually quite enjoy our conversation sometimes. But it seems in the
you seem
context
like
of
a
what's
nice
going
guy.
on. Yeah, well, and yeah, but like I'm having trouble like kind of agreeing on your points right now because you're attacking someone when you're not making any objective point to what you're talking about. And I think that's what I want to get
There
you,
is a thing.
and that's what I want to get you on track with because it's I don't want you to be painted as a bad person. If you really truly well endowed believe that Ban is using his charisma, his social skills to make a point, win the argument, whatever you want to call it. You know, I think you shouldn't be going that route,
He's
right?
continuously interrupting, and he's being continuously antisocial. It's like lots of people in this server have been the victims of his horrible behavior, and
Like who?
I'm the guy who. The reason he hates me the first time, actually, is that I confronted him for his horrible behavior and said it was wrong of him to keep bullying people in the server, and also that his production was shit, both of which were true. And from that point forward, he was very unhappy with me. Guess what?
Well,
Guy seems to be a
I would
narcissist,
feel
and
I
if
would
he's
feel
confronted,
pretty
He doesn't like it.
I would feel well. I mean, come on, give Ben some like understanding too. Like, I'd feel pretty insulted if someone would be questioning the way, you know, just. I'm sorry because I kind of do see the way I do see the way why Ben is reacting the way he is because it's like there's no reason to engage with you on a defensive level. He's kind of taking it with within he's taking it with an amount of a stride and there's an amount of grace to the way he's doing it and he's gonna make you look more like a fool than you are understanding and I would really suggest like coming to your to a point of yourself of understanding like, hey, maybe this isn't the route I should be taking. Like maybe there should be a level of understanding and level-headedness I should take.
What are you talking about?
Right?
What are you talking about, Sam?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the full
I know.
context,
I
but just
know.
based off of
I
what
know.
I jumped into, it sounds like this is the
So
situation.
You don't understand what you're talking about. Okay?
Oh,
So,
antagonizing the person trying to help you. This is gonna go well.
You're not helping me. You're not trying to.
But major, don't you realize that like your entire point here is like pretty subjective?
It
Like,
is very
very, like-
subjective.
And Lazuli is definitely trying to
It's-
help
You're
you,
not
by the
really
way.
arguing towards anything.
By the way, guys, I'm zooming in on his selfie right now, and he's probably gonna be in
Laz-
the thumbnail.
Lazuli also cuts people off the moment they start becoming ignorant. So
Are you talking about
So
yourself?
if I've said something which is factually incorrect, feel free to stop me.
Oh, you just did. You talked
I
about-
do. I have an
Just did.
anti-bullying measure called the mute button. So go fuck yourself. Bye. Oh god, I love the internet. How's everyone doing?
Okay. So this poor
I
guy-
don't got the mental to
Not
deal
sure-
with
I'm not
people
sure
like
he's
him
trying to-
because I'm like, let me try to help him. Maybe maybe he needs a level of understanding. I just came in. Maybe he needs someone who doesn't have his
dude,
mind biased
feel
towards
free to
something,
ignore that
right?
fuck, dude. He has no
So,
fucking brain
we're gonna
at
have
all
this-
whatsoever.
Are we gonna have to-
I kind of, you know.
Am I gonna be able to finish?
Yeah, let's be literally could just like have another conversation and let Major keep talking as if like he's not in the fucking VC to begin with. Yeah, like he can go fuck himself. Really.
This
if he wants
is the
to,
other
yeah.
guy with the
Anyway,
disgusting
yeah.
cock.
So how are you all doing? How's your day, guys? How's your day, boys?
Something
Yeah,
John
guys,
here.
how are you all
What the
doing?
fuck is his
Yeah.
face saying?
I'm glad we've all learned from my actions finally to just mute the
Yeah.
people in our lives.
Yeah, it's useless, bro. Zero value, even in this server. Like the only reason why he's even here is because of this owner and stuff. Like, what's the point, man?
Yeah. So if I say something factually incorrect,
That makes
you'll-
me really sad because I genuinely
notice.
like Major.
You'll
Like
notice.
I
As
just
soon as I started
I was trying to help
laying
you
down the
there,
law, laying
guy.
down the
Come
facts,
on.
this fucking guy starts to go crazy. They start shouting over me as soon as I start describing what this guy does. It really is horrible. Okay?
Is he being
Yeah,
an
dude, it's
angry
true.
boy?
Let's be honest. I mean, maybe you find some content with them, but like the big scale of things, not much has happened around that guy, dude.
I
It's been nothing but the
Major-
bickering, big
They're
cunt
shouting over me.
thus far. Yeah,
but
what's
they
the
won't
point, man?
argue any points. They
But
won't
Major,
argue
you
any
seem
points.
very like emotionally charged with this. Like it seems like all of this
Yeah,
is just
I'm just
based
tired
off
of this shit. I mean, these poor fucking kids.
It probably feels like everyone's
No.
turning on him, and the one person that was
Yeah.
trying to like reframe everyone's brain.
Yep.
to
He's
help
like him
with that,
against
he
the
just
world.
turned on him too. Like,
The
haha.
reality check hit hard at him. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude.
guys, you're not ready to argue the point.
That was a
You're not
reality
ready to
check for
argue
me. Fuck
any
that. Why do
point.
I try to help people?
You're not ready to argue any
I know what you
point.
mean.
I'm making my point.
All right,
and
I
you're
will
not
get back to my
arguing
game.
any
You all
points.
can have your
You're
fun.
You're just
Yeah, I'm playing
shouting
Power World.
abuse.
It's really relaxing, actually.
Yeah. Just
God, I wish I had the funds of that game. I'm
You're not
saving up
engaged
for
with any point.
another thing right
You
now,
have
so
no
nah,
point.
no power for me.
You're poor. Sorry.
True.
I'm projecting.
Truly poor.
I shouldn't be yelling. I forgot I have a roommate. I keep forgetting I have a roommate now.
I'm literally like in a fam room. I'm also like definitely being a disturbance if
If you're
anything.
not going to
The more I
engage
talk
on
and
any
stuff.
points, then why do we continue this conversation?
I don't think they can hear you right now,
You're
Major.
just shouting. You're just shouting.
Yeah,
over
like he could keep
conversation.
bickering all he wants, dude. Nothing's gonna.
Yeah.
He's like waste of energy
More
moment.
antisocial
Really.
shit. They're more antisocial shit than these guys.
Don't worry,
No one's
Major. I'm not
surprised.
muting you.
the
There's something wrong with them.
arms of the angel.
Jesus. Yeah, pretty funny. Okay, so it's pretty funny until you happen to be on the wrong
Honestly,
end.
the
I guess
more
it's.
I
I
Then all of
guess.
a
I
sudden,
fall.
it's not very funny anymore. Okay,
Oh yeah, dude. Lazuli. Are you aware? Were you here when Major was mod? Yeah, I'm just curious.
No.
yeah, Raf. Well, I don't.
Even
I
if he
don't
was
really-
mod now, he'd still be
engaging.
getting muted.
There's no.
Yeah, true.
There's no point interacting with Raf because he's one of Band's mates.
I'd expect
He's the
more
same
out of
kind of
a mod.
person.
I'd expect a lot more rational.
Yeah, dude.
behavior.
Exactly.
He lost his
It's actually
mod,
like
actually.
weird as hell. He got
And,
mod in the first place. Huh? The
Yeah,
guy
well,
with
he
such
lost it now, so
terrible
it's all
attitude.
good.
on Modlex and shit. Yeah. Oh my
Okay,
gosh, man. I cannot.
So the context Lazuli is Major lost mod, and then he made a 5,000 word essay and why he shouldn't be unmodded in the server and how the owner is making a mistake. Also, before you joined the VC Lazuli, Major was talking about like the server is turning into the Jungle. Apparently, he thinks the server is turning into the Jungle and that the owner is turning into.
So my question is
Lampa.
that why the cognitive dissonance? Why would you want to be a fucking mod in a server that you're starting to fucking hate or seeing crashing down?
No, he started
Like-
viewing it
Well,
that way when
what
he
the
lost
fuck?
his mod.
Oh, he
No,
started viewing
was
it that
ki-
way,
it
as in
was-
like,
to be
oh, okay,
fair-
so it's just
to be
okay.
fair,
Antagonizing
concerned with
because
Pretty
Spanish
much.
he's
long
lost
time before
everything.
this happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see the mindset. Yeah, it's everyone
That
else.
is a
It's not
false
me.
narrative.
You know, you should play League of
It
Legends.
is
You'd
a
be
false
really good
narrative.
at the game. It's not my team. It's not
It's a
me. It's my
false
teammates.
narrative. It's a false narrative. If you guys want to continue going the way you're going, you can, okay? But being antisocial doesn't really work in life, okay? So you can carry on with these kind of
Discord
Feel
is
nasty
bad for
alive.
tactics,
Major,
but
of course.
you can carry on with these nasty tactics, but they compromise you, okay, primarily. They just make you weaker. You can't argue the point. It's detrimental to you, okay? I mean, obviously, it's not very nice for me, because it's like, oh, all these
Whoa,
guys
what the
are,
fuck?
you
This
know,
guy's
they're
cool
going
as
down in my
fuck.
estimation. But it's detrimental
Look
to
at this
you. You're
guy.
making yourself weaker continuously with this antisocial conduct.
What the
horrible.
fuck?
Very short.
And he went straight to the breeding chamber. That makes sense.
Well, if only. Maybe I should go to the breeding chamber. I'd be in better form. What I'd like to suggest is, Ban, do you have anything further to say?
Yeah, the cabbage tits. I have to go back to that, but I don't think you want to talk about that.
Wait, what's a cabbage? Dude,
I give him
you
a-
should
I would like to
show
go-
me
I
what
give
the
him a
context of that
hypothetical
one
about
is.
Minnie's
Oh my
cabbage
God.
tits, like Minnie having tits that look like cabbage.
Is that where it all
I-
started? Oh my
Well, I
God.
think you already
little
admitted,
bit.
Ban, that it's not a hypothetical.
It is.
There's no basis.
He didn't
Okay.
admit it. He said
Okay.
it wasn't just to get you to shut up. I don't think you understood his motive there, Major.
So I think
Well, they're taking
Major
some
was
of what they say. It's called
talking
sincerity,
about
man.
how Ban's behavior was in the
that's-
server and how he was treating people, and then Ban brought up the hypothetical, but I'm not sure why
Yeah.
Ban brought up the
Uh,
hypothetical.
we know why
To
he
be
brought
honest,
it up,
but
because what I was saying was true.
Bonus.
And he brought it
maybe
up to
it
try
was something to
to
do
belittle
with
me.
what Major said, like
Yeah.
in the past. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
you want to
yeah.
bring
Good
up
enough.
some examples.
Good eye, good eye. Well, actually, Major was
Okay.
kind of getting to the right direction there.
Okay,
So
So what
yeah.
happened was I was laying out the facts of Ban's horrible behavior. Ban tried to disrupt the direction of my production with its strange nonsense. I say nonsense, but it's not hypothetical. He doesn't seem to know what a hypothetical is, despite going on about them a lot.
Yeah, the
I think
thing that
that's
everyone
something which is-
disagrees with you about in
Um,
VC. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in the VC, they can find out what a hypothetical question is.
We
and the basis
already
for it.
we already
As
know
I
what
said,
it is.
with 5 minutes on Google. No, they know what they think it is, but they don't know what it really is. Okay,
And there's a reason
it's
no one agrees with
easily
you it is.
solved. Easily solved. Yeah, it's because they haven't read for 5 minutes, which they can do, and then they'll understand.
They
Okay,
actually
so-
did Google it. One of them, like 2 or 4 of them, Googled it or something.
Yes. Okay. So
Damn.
a
Historical
hypothesis-
revisionism. Let's go.
a hypothesis. Okay. You know what a hypothesis is, technically. And from hypothesis, you can expand into hypothetical. If you don't know the root, you're not going to be able to
It's
control.
like if I have
the
2
motion.
words to describe Major, it's historical revisionism.
Yeah, that's very funny. Very good. Okay, so
Hmm.
hypothesis is. I'm
I'll
not
explain that some other day. Yeah. He
I
did
feel
call me
tired.
some really questionable stuff too. Yeah, like definitely not reflective of reality too. So, but yeah,
What did I
enough
call
of
it?
my
Not
bickering.
reflection
There's
of
some
reality.
business, other business happening here.
What did I say which is not reflective of reality, Raf? What did I say to you which is untrue? Again, no example.
Major, can
I
you go
asked
to
Ban
general chat?
Because he has you
Example.
muted,
He
probably.
comes out with a hypothetical.
Uh,
The guys are just they're throwing shit, but they have no basis for their production as usual. They're just antisocial guys. They have no basis. They cannot
Wait.
produce any basis.
We're arguing this. Tips of
Pretty
how-
much.
It's just because.
Got it.
Well, the basis for this, Octi, nice to hear your voice, by the way. The basis for this is that Ban tries to use one of his bullshit hypotheticals to derail a section of the conversation which is not going in his favor.
Major, can you go to general
And
chat?
it wasn't
I sent you a definition on the internet. Is that good enough?
Yo,
for you?
dude, does Spell World have like an ending? Like I heard some people stop playing because they finished the
Wait,
game and stuff.
I'll
What
just
does
send you a
finishing
link
the
to
game
it in
exactly
case.
mean?
Actually, I'm too lazy to send the link because you might think
It
it's
doesn't
Photoshop.
technically
So
have an
this-
ending.
yeah,
It's just like
informal.
it's
informal,
open
this is a
world
hypothetical,
art
but it's not formal.
style.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's the point. Why do you
Pokemon
think this is a
catching.
formal conversation? Is this a fucking court session or something?
Well, you're supposed
Is-
to know.
Dude, this
what
is like
hypotheticals
all
like
over
that.
again.
if you're making a hypothetical questions.
Wait, so Major, you
Okay,
Like
agree?
the Swedish
first
guy.
time
Wait, do you
I
agree,
spoke to
Major,
you-
that this
the first
this
time
contradicts your
I spoke to
definition?
you months ago. This is not a technical definition.
So what? That's not
This is not a
people.
technical definition.
Are you saying everyone uses
It
technical
may-
definitions all the time?
Why?
Do you know
why
what?
would
Do
I
you know
say
what?
that? That's what you just said. No, yeah, I know.
Well,
I know.
Why
what
does
your
it matter
question
that
is,
it's
Ban.
not a technical
No,
definition?
I don't know why you're wasting your time.
Why does it matter? Wait, tell.
Rhetorically,
Can you
you-
tell
you
me
can't
why it
compete,
doesn't matter?
okay?
Why does it matter that it's not a technical definition?
You're choosing to define it as
In a way that people use it,
yes,
non-technically, yes.
in a casual social
Which
way.
people do. We are in a
Okay.
casual conversation online right now.
With brackets, for example, literally. So when people
Well,
use literally incorrectly, which they always
Is there
do,
anything wrong with
it
that?
causes. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not.
Are you
correct.
saying people are not allowed to talk casually? Is that what you're saying?
No, why would I say that? Again,
So
that's
what's the
your
problem with the
words.
definition?
So, there are two definitions. There's a casual definition.
Yeah, and so you
and a
agree
correct
there's a
definition.
definition that agrees with me. And you agree
There
people
may
are
be a
allowed to use that definition.
which you could utilize, but
Wait.
if
Are
you're
you?
if
Are
you're
we
hanging your
allowed
hat on being a
to
hypothetical
use?
guy,
Are we allowed to use that
no one's
definition
stopping
that
you,
I sent
man.
you in general
No
chat?
one's stopping you, but as you know, nobody's stopping you. So I don't
Is
know why
Spell
you're
World still in
continuing.
beta?
So wait, Major, are we allowed to use that
Um,
definition, or are we not allowed to use
This
it?
Yes.
is not this is not an
Oh
argument.
wow, okay.
Everyone knows the answer already.
We're allowed to.
Why
So
are
therefore,
you
you're
using
wrong.
these kind of leading questions? No.
Are we allowed
two
to? You're not
definitions.
answering it. Are we allowed to use
Yeah,
that one
You
definition?
may use any definition you want for anything,
No, it's not
but it
true.
would not necessarily.
There's
be correct.
a formal
it
and
is
there's
true.
an informal
There's
definition.
nobody stopping you. There's nobody stopping you using any definition you want for anything.
That's not true.
That's how language develops. No, it is true.
I can't call you a pedophile because
Okay.
you're not a pedophile.
Well, you do.
No, we're not.
I'm not allowed to. You're saying I can call you a pedophile? I wouldn't do that.
But you have done it. No one can stop you. They can
But-
punish you afterwards.
But I'm not allowed to because
Okay,
that's not what
so-
pedophile means.
But I already answered that question, Dan. So you're just repeating yourself.
So wait, do you want me to call you a pedophile? Is that what you're saying?
I think, Ban, that the best thing for you to do would be, I don't know, how can you install moral fiber in a human being? I don't think it's possible. But yeah, you should do some kind of reflection because what you're demonstrating is just a real low character. number
Anyway,
one.
enough with
Number
the Jesus
two,
talk. Are
you're
we allowed
sloppy.
to?
You're sloppy
Are we allowed
in
to
your
use an
work.
informal
You're sloppy.
definition? We don't care.
You can do what
We
you-
don't care about your
you can-
Jesus
you can do
talk,
what you
your
like.
Jesus speech. Are we
You can
allowed?
do what you like, Ben. You can
Are
do
we
what
allowed to
very much
use
prefer.
informal definitions?
I've already answered the question 5 times. You're repeating yourself.
You didn't. You've
You're
never
just
answered
repeating
it.
yourself. I have answered it every time.
You're saying we're allowed to use words any way we want, which is
No,
not true.
Jesus. Dan, you're just repeating yourself.
That's not the
Why don't you
answer.
try
Major.
this
That
with-
doesn't actually
try
answer the
this
Major.
shit
question.
with somebody else. You're not capable. If you can't
Major.
develop your argument.
Major.
Yes, who's talking? Zap. Go ahead,
Me.
Zap.
Look,
Go ahead,
this
go
isn't a
ahead.
YouTube channel or a PhD or something where someone needs to be 100% correct with the way they use a word. They can use a word they want casually in like a server name or like when making fun questions for people to answer. You don't need to be 100% correct with something. This is
If
more
I
of
was
a
gonna call
casual
myself-
definition because it's Discord.
If I was going to call
Yes.
myself the football guy,
Pretty much, yeah.
guy, okay. If I call myself the football guy, and then I'm talking about rugby, I can call myself the football guy. It's rugby football, but it's not technically it's
Yeah,
not
but no
fucking
one's gonna
technically
care.
football.
No one's
Yeah,
really
people
gonna
may not
care.
understand, but then someone might understand, and then it wouldn't fly. They might say, "What are you doing? That's a bit strange."
There's nothing
No?
wrong with
So
what you just said.
the guy who knows is not the guy who's wrong, just because the fucking guys who don't know don't understand.
You should
Right?
have thought
Christ.
about the casual definition instead, and not
Yeah,
judge
why
someone
didn't I think
using
about the
the
casual
official
Because you're
definition?
too autistic,
Because
probably.
well, I don't call
You don't
myself
need-
the fucking I don't call myself the hypotheticals guy. If I did, I would probably consider what is a hypothetical.
None of the people
okay,
here.
if I base my
No,
if I
people
base my
here
identity
understand it.
around
You're the only one who
lots of
doesn't understand it.
hypotheticals.
So I guess
No,
that
it's not about
makes you.
understanding, Ban, as you know. It's not about understanding.
What you
as
knew
know.
the
It's
entire
about
time what
you.
hypothetical actually
It's
meant.
about you being sloppy again. It's about you being bad at what you do again.
But it's
You
a
don't
casual way of
see-
using the word hypothetical. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, you may not see the problem. You
No
may
one
not
does.
understand the problem.
No one sees it.
doesn't
You're
mean
the
it's not
only
there.
one who sees the
Okay.
problem with using words casually
And
here.
you cannot argue with me.
Oh
You
shoot.
can't argue. You're just
The
repeating
world
again
doesn't
and
see the
I
again.
way
just
I
argued
see
it.
it specifically, so
You don't-
therefore it's wrong. It's grandiosity at its finest.
There is structure. You know what? You know what's.
But you
you
didn't
probably
hear
don't
it
know.
Not that I'm
from
not
me.
I'm not
Arguments
gonna
are
lie to you.
structured,
I kind of lost
know what-
patience in dealing with these kinds of things personally. Yeah.
I have to. I used to try so hard, and it just doesn't.
Same, dude.
It never amounts to
Same
anything.
here. Yeah.
You want to
Oh,
change people's
Raph,
perspective. You want to change them in hopes that they'll get it, and they don't.
No, I don't.
You
these
just
guys-
want
the
to
thing is,
help
these
them,
guys
and
do
they
get it.
don't
They're being
want
disingenuous.
to be helped. They just want to
I'm
be
not being
guided.
disingenuous, Major. I'm
You-
just saying that you shouldn't expect someone to use a official definition of something in a Discord server, which is a
If they define themselves as
informal
car
setting.
people, you think they would know what the definition of a car is. If they're talking about cars all the time, think, okay, this guy knows what a car is. This guy
Even if
talks
someone
about
is talking about
hypotheticals
something
all
all
the
the
time.
time, you don't need
he's
to
got no
know the
idea.
official definition.
The point is, he
Words
has
are
no
given
idea what he's
definition
doing.
by what
It
people
doesn't
as a whole,
matter.
as what society agrees
It
the
does
definition
matter.
is. Therefore, whatever
The
the
word
fuck everyone
works.
says it means
The
is what it
word he
means.
uses works. Everyone understands him. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have to
Yeah.
use the
Yes,
official
okay.
one.
But,
Yeah.
Shouldn't have
In
to.
fact, the
But if
official
you
ones
make
got
it a corner
pretty
point
much
of your
discarded colloquially
identity,
at some point. It happens.
The official one is more limiting, and
does.
he doesn't want the questions
It
to
does
be
happen
limiting.
among people of, in a social setting. A social definition is
Oh,
fine. So, of
shit.
course, let me ask you a
Man,
hypothetical
Discord
question.
streaming is.
It would be
oh,
fine.
shit.
It would be fine. But this is not like that. The guy's trying to
Wait, so
set up.
he's basically doing the nerd emoji
Hey,
rap.
This is
Like he's doing the
social
nerd.
setting. This is informal.
He's doing the
No,
nerd emoji.
actually,
The
Sonta
actually
gameplay.
meme. I
I
guess.
find it hard to believe that Ban doesn't know what the definition for this thing he goes on a
I do
personal
know.
side
Oh, I'm on
is.
fire. I was
I do
standing
know
on
the
the fire.
disingenuous.
definition. You just think I don't, but I do know the definition.
So you're being disingenuous.
I know the
I said I
definition.
find it hard to believe.
I know there are multiple
I said I
definitions.
find it hard to believe. That's right. So
Yeah.
you choose to use the sloppiest one, which
People
gives
can
you
be
the maximum
casual.
leeway for being.
Because most
people
people
can be
understand.
casual, but I'm afraid that
Most. Keyword.
I'm afraid that like everything you
Yep.
do, it's more messy, grubby, nasty shit.
Don't be sloppy like that.
Yeah, it is. It's sloppy.
Discord.
It's messy.
It's
It's
Discord. It
rubbish.
doesn't need to be official.
It doesn't have to be, but it
Not
would
even
help.
just Discord, even
if the
in
guy
any
displays some
a
kind
lot of groups,
competence.
even yeah,
It would be more
happens.
limiting. It would be more limiting. It wouldn't really help. It would hinder.
Yeah, you know, like bluntly speaking, people like that who stick too hard in official definitions do not get along with a lot of people.
Yeah, so
It's
we're
just
not talking about getting along with a
reality.
lot of people. We're talking about this guy trying to use a hypothetical in an argument to distract from the points which are uncomfortable for him, two, belittle me,
And life
three,
goes on.
really
You're the
people
one
doing
who
that thing, so.
distracted the
and
conversation
thirdly-
because I was giving a
and
hypothetical,
thirdly,
and you just made it the
thirdly,
definition of a
the third thing you were
hypothetical.
trying to do, man. The third thing you were trying to do, man, was as well as disrupt the conversation. Secondly, discredit your opponent. But the third thing you were trying to do was to
What?
bring it into line with a narrative you wanted, which was not what was happening. You were trying to redirect away from the facts about your character and your conduct to trying to make a joke and belittle the other guy. Okay, trying to make the conversation about hypotheticals, which you have managed to do somehow, instead of about your disgusting conduct.
I don't think I'm the.
Okay.
I already gave you the point. You shouldn't be talking about disgusting conduct in the server.
But the bottom point is
You're like the last.
bottom
I'm
line-
gonna repeat it for you. You're the last person in the server who should be talking about disgusting conduct.
when
In case you don't
have
remember.
no basis for that.
I was giving you a
couldn't
hypothetical
create-
to
you
prove the
couldn't produce
point,
any
but you
basis.
started autistically
You
talking
couldn't
about the
produce
definition of
any
a
basis.
hypothetical.
You couldn't produce.
You're the one
any evidence
because
or any
you
basis,
kept talking about
nor
the
could other
definition
guy.
of a hypothetical like an autist, like you are. You distracted the entire point of my line of questioning because you were too autistic to
now
know
you're
what
just-
a hypothetical
Now
is.
you're again abusing the belittling and abusing.
Who
the other
cares?
party
Wait,
in
I'll just
the
mute.
Why is that?
argument.
Who cares? Nobody
Secondly,
cares.
As,
I'm pretty sure he feels
Yes, well-
defeated at this point, is intentionally wasting your time and
No.
everyone else's.
I don't feel defeated.
I would do that.
I just demonstrated it. This guy cannot argue. He can't develop an argument. He can't even make.
I know Major to be much more intelligent than he's acting right now. Like, I don't believe for a second that he's actually doing this on purpose.
Doing what? What should I do? Just fucking roll over
Oh,
and let
parallel
this
timeline,
grubby, repulsive little cunt have the floor? No,
Could be. I could be
he
wrong.
cannot.
Been wronger
He cannot
more than enough
demonstrate.
times, you know.
He cannot demonstrate any of his arguments. Not even one. He can't. All he's
Yeah,
trying
I
to
can't.
do
I definitely
is belittle
can't.
the other guy.
I can't because you keep
No, you
yapping,
can't.
Major. You keep interrupting.
Yeah.
And you're the guy who's got diarrhea of the mouth. And everything you
You
say.
you
is
were
just devoid of
interrupting.
content.
You were interrupting for so long. I'm actually not gonna be able to speak.
What have you got to say?
Okay, so are we
Yeah.
done with the definition of a hypothetical? Can we proceed with the question?
What question?
Okay, we'll
Not
proceed.
gonna lie, Major's lucky, yeah, because most people would have just muted him, yeah, in that situation.
Okay, so Liberty, I'm gonna talk about Liberty because I don't think you understand the mini tits hypothetical. So Liberty, Liberty posts a selfie, and in the server, and he looks like an Oompa Loompa in the selfie. So people start calling him an Oompa Loompa. And no, you Major, you start calling him an Oompa Loompa. Should you be banned from the server from calling him an Oompa Loompa?
Well, if Liberty, who obviously I despise for obvious reasons, he's the same kind of person as you, but less smart, was to make himself a butt of everyone's jokes by posting a repulsive little selfie of himself in the server, which everyone was laughing at, I would probably celebrate it like most people who've been the victim of his.
So you
stupid,
think it's
nasty
okay to make
antics.
fun of Liberty, calling him a
And-
Oompa Loompa?
I'm giving you my answer. I don't need your definition. Okay. And
See, this is where I'd be the wrong person to ask stuff because I would.
yeah, just say yes. Jump in with your boots on, right? So, if that hypothetical were to happen, and I were to
silly.
go too far,
Why did? Okay. Oh wait, you're using it.
It's silly.
You're
It's
calling it a
silly.
hypothetical now.
If
Wait,
it
so you're using the informal definition, right? Because are you using the formal or
I'm-
the informal definition?
I'm using your informal definition. Your
I mean,
incorrect
the
informal
one that I
definition.
posted
But fine.
in general chat. You're using that definition, right?
In
So you're okay with using the informal definition now? Is that what you're saying?
well, since everyone in the conversation seems to be doing it,
Okay, good.
I'll do
Good.
it for this.
Continue.
Okay.
I'm just.
Although it's
I'm
not
trying
a
to see.
proper
I'm trying to see like.
Wait, ban.
It's
Question,
not a
question,
proper-
question.
What?
Question, real quick. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna make food.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, continue, Major.
Yeah, so it's a difficult situation to imagine, but if it happened and I went too far, then I imagine a mod would talk to me.
Wait, so
Right.
what's your answer?
Well, if it
You
happened,
just gave a hypothetical
It-
answer to another
if it
hypothetical.
were to happen, so what's wrong with that?
You said that if you went too far, that's what does that mean?
If
You're giving
such a
another
thing-
hypothetical.
If
You're being an idiot right
if
now.
Liberty, You're just interrupting my answer.
Okay, because you're
I'm
not
trying to
giving a
achieve
proper
that.
answer. You're just giving another hypothetical.
Who defines what a proper answer is? There's a social
You don't answer a
definition,
question.
and there's a
with-
real definition.
Just answer the question, dude.
Okay,
You're not answering
Why?
the question.
I am
Let,
answering. the
let
question.
Major finish. Let Major finish. I don't want to.
He didn't answer the
I'm answering
question.
the question as I define.
Try
As
again.
I
Try-
define an
You
answer,
almost
this
did.
is an
Try
answer.
again right now. Try again right now. Let's
Okay.
see if you can actually get it this time.
This is called hectoring, Ban. You're hectoring.
Just do it.
I can hector you, but I can hector you if you like. But
Just-
what's the point?
Just do
Is
it.
that
Yeah, there's no
which is-
point. Just do
I
it.
can hector you if you like. I can.
You said
continue
there's
to
no
hector
point,
you
right?
if you
Let's
like.
just do it then.
I can continue to hector you if you like.
I don't care. I thought you
I can
wanted
continue to
this.
hector you if you
I
like.
mean, I'm just
But then
following.
there's
I'm
no-
obliging
there's no
you.
progress.
I'm obliging you here.
There's no
Like, do you want
progress.
there to be
There's no
progress or not?
progress. If I just continue to hector you, there's no progress.
You can do that.
Don't
if
you
want.
understand how that works?
I don't think you
I am
want to do
doing it.
that.
Don't
Though.
you see how that works?
Just
What's the
answer the
point?
question. I'm
What's the
literally
point?
okay. I'm
What-
not gonna speak right now.
Yeah.
Go answer.
Are you sure you're not going to speak? Are you sure about that?
I didn't speak and you're still not answering.
Ban,
You're
don't
not
you see?
answering.
This is
I didn't
hectoring.
speak and you're still not answering. Okay, I'm gonna not
Bro,
answer. I'm gonna.
I don't need
I'm
this
gonna-
guy in.
I'm gonna not speak for 20
Got an
seconds.
autism
If you
attack.
don't answer, I'm gonna
Just
speak again.
carried on. Okay, so hopefully here's a little speaking time. So if such a situation were to arise and I were to act inappropriately, then I imagine the mod team would speak to me and I would modify my conduct
Is that
based
it?
on.
Is that it?
Um,
Not yet.
That seems like an appropriate answer, don't you
Is that
think?
that's your full answer? Look, I just want to make sure I'm not interrupting you right now. Is that the full answer?
Okay, very good. So, if, as I said, if such a thing were to happen and I were to act inappropriately, then I imagine the mod team would contact me and I would modify my behavior.
Is that it?
You think that's
is
it?
there more? Is there more? I don't want to interrupt you. Can you
It's like
answer?
a rewinded time. What the hell?
I'm scared. I don't want to interrupt you, Major. Did you get disconnected?
Disconnected. Dun, 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 dun,
Hello,
dun.
Major. Hello, Major.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just waiting for you to say anything with meaning, but I could be waiting a long time.
Okay, you're done. Okay, so in this hypothetical, just the information I gave you, is it enough for you to be?
No, it's not
Moderated.
hypothetical, really, in the true sense.
No, you
but
said it's a hypothetical
in the sen-
earlier,
in the
though.
sen-
Wait, you're contradicting
sense- in the
yourself. You
sense
called it a
you-
hypothetical
in
earlier.
the sense you may mean it, I think it
Oh,
was
yeah.
enough.
Why are you talking? I thought you didn't want to
give-
waste time, but why are you still
give a
talking about it?
hypothetical answer, which
Why
I
are you
did.
still talking about hypothetical?
it's
The
called-
definition of hypothetical.
it's
I thought you didn't
called-
want to waste your time
It's
on
called
that.
accuracy ban. I was answering your question. I was answering.
I
your
asked
follow-up
you the
question to
I
your
asked you the
first
follow up question, and you're not
You're-
answering it. You're just wasting your time.
one. Okay, so yeah, great stuff.
I
So,
gave you the
um,
follow up question, and you're not answering.
Ban.
He's not answering though.
Major talk.
He's not answering. Why should I not
didn't,
interrupt
sir.
him?
I was listening to what Major
He-
said.
he's
He was
literally not
saying,
answering
using
it.
your definition.
Oh,
I
Using your
did answer
definition
the
of a
question.
hypothetical. And
He's
then
not answering the question.
He was about to answer it, Ban.
He's not. He's
Ban
talking
already
about the
answered it.
definition of a hypothetical. That's not
I
relevant to
already
the
He was
question.
saying using your definition of a
That's
hypothetical.
not
and he was
relevant to
gonna
the
answer it
question.
after that.
He already called it a
Even
hypothetical.
if it's not relevant,
He said it's a
even if it's not
hypothetical.
relevant,
Why
the question
why
was
does he
going to
keep
answer it.
talking about the definition of a hypothetical? He already said it's a hypothetical. He's just wasting his time.
So-
He knows what a hypothetical is.
I think you're just wasting yours. and
Even-
You're
everyone's
wasting your time
Whatever,
because
my
you
dad's
literally
calling me.
called it a hypothetical. So why are you still calling it? Why are you still using the definition?
I'm having fun.
I was.
Okay, wait,
I'm
Major.
gonna
You
go
agree
eat
it's a
now.
hypothetical,
I'm
so
gonna
can
go
you
eat.
just answer the question?
I said I was giving a hypothetical answer to a hypothetical question using the informal definition of a hypothetical question.
Oh my god.
As you seem very keen on. Okay, so what's wrong with precision, Dan? I know you don't like
Can
precision
you just
because it
answer the
makes
Major?
it difficult for you.
Major. Okay, Major. I gave you the hypothetical question, which is Liberty looks like an Oompa Loompa. You called him an
You're
Oompa
trying
Loompa to piss him off. Is that unacceptable? Should you be moderated in the server? It's a very simple question, and you're fucking autistic. You
I
keep
gave
talking
you
about the
a-
definition of hypothetical.
I gave you a simple answer, man.
You didn't.
I gave you a simple
You
answer.
already gave me the answer, which is if you went too far. Well, I'm asking you, did you go too far?
Oh my god.
You're a fucking
Was it
retard.
not
I just
hypothetical?
asked you, did you go too far? That's the fucking question. It's simple.
I don't know why you're getting so angry.
Because you're not answering the question. Is it too far for you to call
It
Liberty
sounds
a
bad
Oompa
like
Loompa?
that
gotta learn
he's
to
being
control yourself,
absolutely
man.
political. Like I have him muted, and I just keep like I'm imagining you going back and forth with him constantly, where he's not answering a question and he's giving you political answers and refusing to answer the question. Like if I unmute for half a second, I'm probably gonna hear exactly that and want to shoot my fucking brains out. I can't stand political speak, especially when you're trying to have a very real ethical conversation, right, on how to treat people, and it's like
There's nothing to do with
he's
an
missing the
ethical
whole point.
conversation.
He's
Okay,
missing the whole point.
I'll try again.
Right.
You're correct on that, Lazuli, but I'll try again.
It's nothing to do.
So, Major,
It's nothing to do
is
with
it
ethical conversation.
Major,
This
is
guy
it
is trying to
was it
entrap
is it
me
okay?
and belittle me. Why should I play by his rules?
In
It's
my
not very
question,
good.
Major, should you be moderated in my question? Was it too far what you did?
What did I do?
You called you're not Major. You called Liberty and Oompa Loompa in the hypothetical question.
Well,
Like honestly, if I was him, I'd just own up to be able to be like, not really, but it was funny. But you know, if he wants to talk about it, you know, like
He's not answering.
I'm so
yeah.
sorry. I'll
He
definitely
refuses to answer the
apologize.
question for some reason.
Like,
that doesn't seem like a very smart. Answer.
there's no reason why,
Because that
Major,
would be-
you shouldn't be owning up to it. Like you should fully be
Owning up to
grasping that and being
what?
like, yeah, I thought it was hilarious in the moment. I'm sorry.
Only up to what?
So Major,
It
are
sounds
you
like,
are you gonna
from
answer
what-
the question, Major?
Like,
If you can't understand my answer, that's not my problem.
clearly it didn't go. well for
I am
you.
asking you, is it enough? Should you be moderated in that
way.
situation?
You guys are still here?
If
Yes.
Hasn't
Did you?
answered the
I
question.
need, dude. I told you.
in
Did you
this-
go too far? And you said if I. You're answering yes. If I did go
If I
too far,
had gone
but
too
I'm asking if you did go
if I
too
did
far.
go too- If I did go too far,
That's what I'm
then the mods
asking.
would
Did
tell
you
me.
go too far?
If the mods,
I'm
if I
asking
went too
you
far, the
what
mods
you
would
think.
tell
Did
me.
you go too far in your own standards? Your own morals.
If
Your own
if I had
questionable
gone
morals.
too far, the mods would have told me.
So you're saying you don't have a say on it? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I'm talking about your morals here, Major. If that okay,
My morals.
yes, was it too far
Why
for you
my
to do
morals
that?
are-
Why did
why
that
my
confuse
morals?
you?
What's
Why did
going
that
on?
I
confuse
have
you?
never been banned from anywhere.
I
or
unmuted
never
you. Why did that
moderated
confuse you?
anyone. I've never been banned
Major,
from anywhere.
Major,
for banning
Major.
anything.
Did
I
you
don't
go
have a
too
problem with
far?
anyone.
Did Major do something
Anyway,
Major
my
thinks
morals
is too
are
far?
fine.
Did you
When?
go too far by calling Liberty and Oompa Loompa?
In this supposed hypothetical,
Yes.
which you proposed. Well, if I went too far, the mod team would have told me.
What the fuck? You're not answering the question.
Why
Did
would
you
the
go too
mod-
far? The question is if you did
If I
go too
had,
far.
I would.
I'm asking if you
How do
did
you
go
find
too
it too
far, and you're
far?
not answering it.
That's because it's a very stupid question.
Why?
If
That's
you
also a
can't
valid response.
understand the answer, if you can't understand the answer,
I'm asking
then
you
don't
if you
ask
think
the
it's too far
question.
to call Liberty a fucking Oompa Loompa. What's so wrong about that?
Well,
It's a very
as
simple
you know,
question.
I'm not a fan of Liberty.
Yes, we
what's
know
too
that.
far?
That's why I use Liberty
The
as an
mod- the mod
example.
team- the mod team decide if it's too far. So I have called Liberty all kinds of
So
things.
you don't think it's
and
too
no one's
far?
had a
You
problem
don't
with
think
it.
it's too far? You're basically saying it depends on what the fucking mod team thinks. You don't have a say.
If
You
the
don't
mod-
have
if
an
the
opinion
mod
on it.
team-
You're saying you don't have an
if the
opinion on
mod
it.
team- You're saying I don't have an opinion on it. You're
Do you?
saying I
Do
don't have
you?
an
Do
opinion
you
on it. You're
your
saying I don't
opinion
have an
is
opinion on
that
it.
you need the
You're trying
opinion
to start
of the
leading
mod team.
questions in my mouth. You'll never do that, man. So I don't know why you.
Wait, Major, you're saying you the
Why don't you
answer
just-
depends on what the mod team thinks. Is that what you're saying?
You're saying I'm saying the answer depends on what the mod team thinks.
You're saying.
What I'm saying is, were that to happen,
Yes.
then, and it was considered to be too far, then the mod team would contact me.
So you don't think you don't
Okay.
actually have a say. You don't have an opinion on whether it's too far. Your only opinion is that it
Whether it was
depends.
too-
It depends on the mod team. The mod team is the one that.
Who's-
Your opinion is what the mod
who's to
team
know?
thinks.
I can't believe I'm
Choose your
saying
opinion.
this, but you're being
Choose
far
your
too
opinion.
objective.
In a hypothetical situation, who is to say whether it was too far or not?
Crazy.
What one would have to do would be to gauge public opinion based on.
Okay,
what
Major,
said.
you don't want a hypothetical. Okay. Major, you groom 19-year-old Ukrainian girls. Okay, that's not a hypothetical. I just called you a groomer of 19-year-old Ukrainian girls. Oh, that's not a hypothetical. Should I be moderated for saying this right now? That's no longer hypothetical.
Yes.
Well,
I think that's a based answer. We need mods like that.
Well, Major, what do you think, Major?
What I think, Ban, is
Yes.
if it's a pattern of behavior which has caused you problems and other people problems on many occasions, and people are unhappy with you, then maybe you should take it into account.
So you don't have a. It still
Don't
depends,
you?
right? You're saying it depends.
I would say that it depends on the community and what the
Oh
whether
shit.
the mods team find it to be questionable. If they did, they would contact
Okay, there you go.
me.
There you go.
And I
You.
imagine.
Thank you for saying that.
Let me
So
ask you, Dan.
what?
Have you ever been contacted by the mods to speak about your
What?
behavior? Yes or no?
Yeah,
About
what is he talking about?
wait, contacted to about what exactly?
He's-
What about my
About
behavior?
your antisocial behavior.
I've been contacted about major. I've been talking
Dude,
about
yeah, Major
complaints
just
about
makes up
someone.
stories all day. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I
Dan has
Rudy
been contacted
Rudy
plenty
told
of
me
times,
about
right?
major
You're a full-time
complaining.
job.
What?
You're a full-time job to moderate, Ban. You're a
What?
full-time job to moderate. You cause lots of problems everywhere
Job.
you go.
It's
What
Yeah.
What?
is he
Wait,
talking
wait,
full-time
what?
job.
Right?
Wait, what's happening? What?
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be a relaxed, fun community of adults, and we got this guy who keeps shitting on the floor, and the mods have
Adults
to
and
clean it up.
fun.
Okay?
ENTP
Adults and
server,
fun.
I
laid
know
back,
for
bro.
sure.
What is he talking about?
This guy has. There was a time, Raf, before you and your subnormal buddies rolled in, where it was a pleasant place to be.
This is starting to sound very like
Yeah.
God. I hate it. I hate the fact
Yeah.
that you black
This
people
guy is-
came
yeah,
to this
dude.
community.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
This
what
guy's
it
the
sounded
one who's
like.
way
What
too
the hell?
tight-knit in his circle.
You're well
He's
on
just
your way
like,
to that kind
yeah,
of
hey,
thinking.
bro,
Yeah.
I love
whatever
my
it
buddies.
sounds
I don't
like.
care how other people are chill and stuff. Let's just make a generalization for everyone else. I'll be that racist
No
as shit. Yeah, that's
generalization.
it's literally that guy. Yeah, and that's
very
all I
specific.
gotta say. Yeah.
Major,
It's quite
major.
obvious.
On
Yeah,
It's based
yeah.
top of the
on
fact,
Dude,
on
he's
top of the
lost his
fact,
mind.
on
I
top
can't
of the
believe this guy
fact
was
that
mod, as I said.
you're
It's based on
so
obnoxious
you're
conduct.
so arrogant. You're so
Yeah, he really
arrogant
is. Yeah,
and delusional with your
yeah.
with your own
He
with your own
refuses to see
like
reality.
You guys can't
yeah.
argue the points.
Yeah,
about
yes,
being
yes, we
very
can.
much.
Yes, we can. You can use your
not.
political speak all you want. The way you speak is very, very akin to that of the officers I have to deal with every goddamn day of my life, and I have to yell at them to get them in check, right? Right? I have to risk my fucking career every day of my life just to
I
tell some
don't know what
stupid
you're
fucking
talking about.
idiots to stop talking like college students, and it's you. You are speaking exactly like them. Now let me tell you, and let me
What do
give
you
you a
mean?
reality check.
Enunciate.
No one,
No,
no
that's
one,
a
no one
very
gives two
vulgar.
flying fucks. No one gives two flying fucks about how intellectual you sound. No one gives two flying fucks about anything if it can't amount to a fucking proper thought. If you can't sit there and actually introspect for 2 fucking seconds and actually listen to yourself and actually understand other people's perspectives on things, you're never going to be able to relate to anyone. You're going to feel like shit. Ultimately, you're going to feel like you can't fucking make bonds with people because you're just gonna sit there and you're gonna take no accountability for yourself. This whole conversation we're having right now, where the entirety of everyone is against you, right, is all derived from the fact that you're not willing to listen to anyone, and you're somehow blaming every single person, even the people who are willing to try and listen to you. You antagonize them. You are the problem. Every step of the way, you are the problem.
I agree.
You're
I agree, dude.
asinine.
I agree.
You are asinine. Go ahead,
And I think
take a step
everyone else
as an
here
adult.
agrees. Yeah.
Go ahead and take a fucking step as an adult, right? Grab
Yeah.
yourself by the balls for 1 second and listen to yourself. And then, only then, and maybe then, can you start understanding how to create those bonds with people. And then maybe then they'll want to actually listen to you. Until then, it's not going to happen.
That's very sweet, but these guys don't want to listen to me.
Is
They've
it? No,
already
see what I'm saying?
demonstrated
Yeah, dude, he
That's what
never
I'm talking about.
considers
That's what
other
I'm
people's
talking about.
points. He's so
Major.
he's so
That is
stubborn
exactly
with
what I'm
whatever
talking about.
way he sees things, and even if it's like
I will
literally
never be
astrology
an
being
image.
real, it doesn't matter because that's what he will see things as. Literally, if in his mind he literally thinks astrology is real, then he will just keep thinking that way, and he will keep justifying it without any whatsoever
And you know
regard
what?
to
And
any
you know what?
contradictory
I
evidence.
don't.
This is
I don't
same
think
guy,
you should.
same
Look,
attitude.
Major.
There we
Look,
go,
Major.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to give you a second chance right now, and I really need you to listen. Okay. Look. Let's give it thought. Right. Let's give it thought. I'm a person that doesn't necessarily. Is the whole astrology thing real? Is that how you think? You think astrology is
No,
truly
no,
fundamentally
no.
real? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
It's another one of this guy's
let's.
bullshit. bullshit things.
I'm
Okay,
scared
so
to use this word right now. I'm scared to use this word right now, but let's give the hypothetical that you believe in astrology and it's the only thing that you believe in, right? Okay. In a vacuum here, right? I'm telling you, I don't believe in it, but you do believe in it. The point that we're trying to make to you is that is the type of recursive thinking you have. It is recursive is what we're trying to get at. It comes back to the idea that I have to be right. That's what we think you tell yourself. That's how you come off to us, is that I have to be right because what I think is correct because I'm so smart that I couldn't possibly be wrong. That's how you come off. And it's really sad because I do think you are very intellectually inclined and very intelligent, but most intelligent people can be very smart in one field and be completely stupid in most other aspects of their life. Trust me, I've been there. I've been the arrogant asshole. So it's like I need you to work on that on yourself. Like
thank you, Leslie. That's very kind of you to say, and I appreciate both what you said and how you said it. It's very humane. So I'm not sure at which point you came into this dialogue, but what's been going on between me and these guys is not really as you categorize it. Okay, so I don't accept that I should have to um, tolerate this kind of continuous, gross, stupid, repetitive, nasty, lying stuff. Okay, I shouldn't
see
have to.
see
I shouldn't have to. Okay, and I
I
won't.
I understand. I
Secondly,
understand.
just let me
I'm not going
finish.
to disvalidate you. Let me preface. No, I understand. I'm not going to disvalidate you right now. I'm going to let you say what you think, and I need everyone to do the same for a second. Give him a chance. I'm being attacked by stuff. Give me a second. Okay, give him a chance, right? This is how he feels. Okay, we have to give him a chance to air that out. And then we can tell him how things actually are. It's his choice and it's his responsibility on how he perceives it going forth from that.
It's
Can,
kind
can
of
we
like the
can we
ultimate
give him
closure,
that
huh?
chance? Yes,
I
can we
don't
give him
mind.
that chance? Okay.
I don't need a chance from these guys. To be fair, okay. So I don't need
Well,
their chance. I
we're
don't. I
giving
don't
we're
need it. I'm
giving
not
you
looking
it.
Lazuli,
for it.
stop. What the hell?
You're not giving me anything. Okay. So you're giving me the opportunity to speak, which is appreciated. But I'm not seeking kinship with these guys. They've demonstrated the kinds of people they are over months and months. And what I say is true. You will notice, Lazuli, every time I reference past conduct or behavior, they immediately attack my character. Immediately. Okay? So I probably don't. I'm not going to waste my
So
time going into what that indicates.
I
But
Yes,
you
understand.
probably know.
Yeah.
Okay? You probably
yes.
know. So,
Let's get over this
so
moralization.
yeah, so let's get over the moralization.
Yes, get back to the
As far
topic.
as I'm concerned, they're not good people. Okay, so I don't mind sharing a public space with people who I don't like. Fine, they're human beings. They deserve to be able to live. To be free, to be happy, whatever. But if they're continuously attacking me, then why should I have to accept that? I think it's a very unreasonable proposition, and I feel free to defend myself. Okay, as you've seen, if you think about what's happened in this conversation, you will realise that they have not argued with any point I've made. Um, well, they've not been able to demonstrate an
Well,
argument.
that's subjective.
They've not been able to answer any point or any criticism except with um, abusive comments or distraction. They don't engage in any of the points because their conduct has been disgusting for a long time. There's a good reason that I don't like them. So I don't care if I like them or not, but when it crosses the line to antisocial conduct aimed at me, I feel perfectly within my rights to confront it. I think it's the right thing to do, and I absolutely um, feel absolutely justified in doing so. Whether other people are aware of the full story or not, that's
Okay.
something I can't control. That you understand?
Yeah. So for the sake of the audience, right? Because we have like half the people here right now don't know what's gone on. What were some of the points that you made?
Oh my god.
So actually, I want to step in real quick. Major, you
Oh,
mentioned
please.
that you
feel, the right to defend yourself and to confront it if you're getting attacked, what is your aim to really have when you do
That's what
confront?
I'm wondering.
Like, what is your objective here?
My objective is just to do what I'm doing, just to confront it because I don't believe it's reasonable.
Okay, but what? So you're I'm trying to understand why you are confronting.
Yeah,
Like, are you trying to make them see like what's wrong? Are you trying to make
No.
people see that
These-
you're right? Are you trying to what's the main objective? Or is it just to
objective
confront
is-
for the sake of confronting?
Yeah, it's to confront, let's say, bad conduct aimed at me. What happens afterwards, I can't control. So, I don't have the time to dedicate to some kind of
So
political
you
machinations in the server to these, to deal with these guys who are basically young guys. They seem to have nothing better to do, and they seem to have taken a
So
shine to me. Right. So
I'm
what can I
I'm
do?
gonna make it
should
I'm gonna make
confront
it about me real quick. I'm gonna make it about me real quick, and I'm
No, we
sorry.
don't want.
Do you understand now why I gave up on you so readily and quickly? Because there is a moral bankruptness you have right now. And I don't know if you understand that or if you even care about that. Right? Because I'm giving you so much humanity, right? Even though like you've hurt like kind of a deep part of me, even though you kind of I don't know if you understand that. There's like it's really easy to tick me off because of certain humanities. So it's like I figured that's why you were doing it to begin with. So I just kind of wanted to get rid of you, but then the conversation got interesting. So there's a genuine moral bankruptedness that you're showing, and that's what's really irking me right now.
In what sense?
So are you
In what
okay with doing that? Is that the point
In
of
what
it?
sense? You're calling
With
it
you,
moral
yes.
bankruptness, which is not a term, okay? But in what sense?
What's not a
What
term?
should a person moral bankruptness, moral
Yes, it
bankruptcy?
is.
What should I
Absolutely,
do?
absolutely
Oh
it
shit,
is.
we're talking
should
about
I
definitions again.
do?
Or words.
What should a person do? Do they just look at the floor, keep walking along while these fucking degenerates carry on with their wicked ways? No.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What should you do?
Yes,
No.
because eventually, and I know you don't like this answer, life catches up to them. Unless they physically touch me or invade my bubble or disrespect me, or if their disrespect is going to end up hurting someone around me that I care about, right? Then I'm not going to intervene. They don't matter to me. Look what I did to you. I muted you and you didn't matter to me. I stuck around and the conversation unfortunately did not move on from this, and then people were too invested in it, and then I started getting invested in it because it was kind of interesting for a second, and then my humanity started taking over again. So it's like what do you what is it that you have a lack of understanding for in this situation? Like why do you think that taking an amount of vengeance on this situation is important to you? Because that's
It's not
what it is.
vengeance.
It
not
is.
vengeance. If I want to take vengeance against these guys, I would do the same thing as they do, which is
Well, you're
That-
spiting
nasty,
them.
insidious kind
That's
If
of
you
what
want
you're
to
doing,
put
though.
a better word
I'm
to it,
confronting them.
it's spite.
Confronting them.
Yes,
It's
fight.
confrontation.
Real
It's
dude.
confrontation.
Hello.
It's confrontation. What's
Yeah.
wrong with that? They're acting like repulsive little snakes, and they should
I've,
be.
I've defined it for you. I've defined it for you. It
No,
is moral
it's
bankruptedness, and
not.
yes, that is
Moral
that is a term.
bankruptness.
It is not by definition because it's two words. It is a phrase describing the fact that you are bankrupt of morals, right? That's what it is. It's two words put in one.
There's
Makes
no
makes sense if
correlation
you think about it.
between one thing and the other. This is a non sequitur, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm sure you have good intentions, Satellite, but with respect, that's not quite how it works. To be morally bankrupt is to be devoid
Yeah,
of
I'm not
morals.
defining words with you. Go back again. Talking about the arrogancy that I was talking to you
Oh
about.
shit.
Don't do that to
Yes.
people. When people are being
It's
human
not-
with you, don't pull out definitions. Because honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna use the
It
terms
does matter
anyways.
if what you
Nice.
say
Like
is correct.
no, it doesn't. I'm gonna use them anyways.
Alright,
It doesn't
back to
matter
the
how much you
topic.
correct me.
Back to
You're
the topic
wasting
of
breath.
hypothetical.
I'm afraid morally bankrupt
Enough
doesn't mean
listening.
that. Okay? Doesn't mean that. So,
See, you're correcting me for the sake of being correct, right? Which is why I don't care.
It's because you've said something.
Oh
Which
my
is
God.
Oh yeah,
really wrong.
yes. You're not actually trying to make me a better person, which is why I don't care.
How do you know?
I, on the other hand, genuinely want to see you progress
You have
because I do see that you are actually struggling in some sense, and it's just how I feel on the inside to do such a thing, to help people, because I do genuinely believe I do have some amount of wiseness within me. I've gone through a lot of struggles, so
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm
I'm-
sorry to hear about your struggles, Lazuli, and
Oh,
I'm sorry if I
don't worry
offended
about
you.
it.
I consider you to
Nothing
be
can
By
help
the
it.
a very
way, the
nice person.
Cambridge
Okay.
Back
Dictionary
to the topic
judges
of the hypothetical, please.
Bro.
Stop this moralization bullshit.
Right, I just
Everyone
wanted
cares about you, Lazuli, please.
bankruptcy isn't a term, but the Cambridge Dictionary, as well as many other dictionaries, do use it as a term. So I don't know why.
Crazy.
We
believe
shouldn't
it's
even
not a
be
term.
talking about this. Major's going on an autistic rant about words again.
We're not gonna get anywhere, I think.
We're not getting anywhere.
My opinion, yeah.
Major's trying to pull up words in again as usual. So I feel like we should drop the.
Well, I mean, there's no gaining
Yes, back to the topic. No.
superiority on me. I mean, again,
Oh,
my
Minnie, the
narcissism
fight
won't let
got
you do
bigger.
that. So
I
Point
low-key...
is,
Oh,
I
she's not
think-
in GC.
I think Lazulai's a nice guy, and I appreciate the spirit behind what you said, Lazulai. Even though, obviously, I disagree with.
I know,
with
yeah,
Bank.
flattery's gonna get you
Because-
nowheres with
because
me.
it
I need you to
means-
just better yourself. I really don't care otherwise.
No, I need you to better
No,
yourself.
no need.
It means nothing. Okay.
Yeah, no one cares about this. Bettering yourself, bullshit.
Yeah.
Back to the topic.
Y'all wanna go next, or... Yeah.
But, you know, it's the pretension, right? The pretension to tell someone to morally better themselves, or please.
Holy shit.
Anyway. So my
I mean,
point
if
is,
it's anyone wants to
Yes,
claim about me,
Lazuli.
that I'm
I
fucking.
don't
What's the
agree.
kind of person that the kind of a Jesus person? You
I
can claim I'm
don't
that kind of
agree that
person.
the person should have
I always
to
try to be Jesus.
tolerate the kind of nasty bullshit these guys have been up to. It's very unpleasant. They're unpleasant people.
I
And-
completely agreed with all the points you made about that
Yeah.
earlier, by the way, because we got
what's
off
morally
topic
bankrupt
because
about that? What's
yeah,
wrong with that?
exactly. We were defining that word.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, hold on. So I was completely agreeing with all of you. I'm like, yeah, you're right. No, I was like rooting for him. Like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You don't deserve to go through all that. And then you're like, yeah, but now I'm having this conversation to just, have it because why not? And then you lost
What
me.
happened?
I
Okay,
stopped
well, sorry I
rooting
lost
for you.
But I'm not
Yeah.
going to concede. I'm not going to concede.
Well, that's
to
why you've lost
these
me. That's why
guys.
you've lost all of us. And it seems it's. I mean, you know what? In truth, it's working, right? Because here we are arguing with you about trying to make you a better person, even, and then you're just using up
I'd
our
like to
time.
argue about making
you
you a
know.
better person.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really.
I know you would, because then you would be succeeding in exactly what I'm talking about for you. Except you're getting none of it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to my shitty ass job and not worry about you for like the rest of my life.
Why do you have to worry about
Yeah.
it? What do you
I'm gonna
mean?
get my visa tomorrow.
I mean, I have other people to worry about, like my soldiers.
Yeah, let them
know.
get back to the topic.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Soldiers.
Good luck, Lazuli. So, yeah, I won't concede any point if it's not a genuine, strong
we
point.
got it.
Why should I concede it?
Is there any
He's
point
nice.
in not muting him? Because I've
Demonstrating-
told you all the secret of what he's going
Yeah,
to be.
I mean, unless you all
Demonstrating
have
that they
something to do.
cannot-
I've already defined it for y'all what he's doing.
You've demonstrated you can't make a good point. That's the only thing you've succeeded in demonstrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
You don't
god.
like to be confronted. Is the other thing you demonstrated. So when Ban was hectoring and
Let
interrupting this kind
him
of stuff,
fester
and
in
then-
his own misery and arrogance.
Wow.
Yeah, Major, you need to better yourself, okay? Alright, back to the
Sorry?
topic.
We don't really
Wait,
understand
what
what you're
topic
trying
is
to
there now, huh?
Yeah, Major
We
got
lost
the
it,
best
so
of me
you
though,
need-
y'all. I'm
Major
not
needs
gonna
to better
lie.
himself.
So what is this? You're all. So
I'm not gonna
what's the
lie
point?
because like I lost myself in this dungeon while I was talking to him.
Oh,
Good luck.
yeah, I know what you mean. Fuck.
I don't think any.
What are you
of us-
doing right now? Hunting for
If you
monsters and
have
stuff?
good points to make.
No, I was just
structure,
trying to get through the dungeon because I actually wasn't coming for monsters. It's a low level one. I was mining
Oh,
for
yeah?
palladium.
Oh, Palladium. Oh, I think I heard about this one. Yeah.
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 And then I
Okay, so
kind of sort of,
I
you
think
know,
what we've seen here is
wasn't
that you
paying
guys
attention,
are unable
maybe.
or unwilling to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
an argument. You can't justify your behavior,
Crossbow attack.
and you just continue with this strange.
I have a
behaviour.
question.
Really strange.
Wait. Wait. Do you play like all of these sorts of games? Like a lot of
Yeah.
games. Right? Yeah. What other games have you played? If you don't mind me asking.
Like, what do you mean?
What kind of games do you play? Like, I guess genre. I don't know. Like, is it RPGs and stuff?
Pokemon.
Just stuff
Pokemon?
like this. I
Like
mean,
this.
all the Pokemon games I bought them recently, they're just kind of ass. So yeah, I don't even play those anymore.
Yeah, dude. I literally the only Pokemon game I ever know is actually Emerald, like emulated in my phone, and I literally just don't touch anything else.
Really, it's this boss? Oh my god. It's level 6 as well. He's so shit. Here, attack him.
All right, let's go.
Boom. Big attack. Oh wow, he burnt him.
This game is a cooperative mode, right?
What?
This game is a cooperative mode.
It has servers. I'm on a server
Servers. Ooh.
right now. Yeah.
No, why are they leaving?
I mean, as they should.
I mean, drama's over now, pretty much.
Should I end the
The
video?
content is gone, low key. Perhaps.
No, the
Bro,
video.
I don't even know what happened. I wasn't even listening to the last yeah.
You shouldn't. There's no reason to.
Yeah, there's
Hi,
nothing
Nine.
to listen to. I'll be blunt with you. Yeah.
Wait, Raph, go to General, Raph. Go to General right now. What Major sent?
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Dude, I saw it. The one of
Nine.
the none of your amateurs can lay a glove on me, bruh. Oh,
It's true.
classic.
It's true. It's true. I mean, you have no idea what it's
Uh,
like to argue under any kind of rule set. It's clear. I mean, you're just fucking sniping. But you have
What
no
are your
structure.
thoughts on
You
gacha
have
games?
you have no argument.
Oh, they're great.
at
They
all.
should be more
There's
expensive.
no factual
Uh,
basis.
and
There's no logical
Like,
basis.
you know,
There's no
there's
shit.
no reason
Yeah.
for them not to be.
All you're doing is just repeating yourselves.
I'm actually shocked because I played Genshin for a bit, right? I mean, outside of the gacha system, I think the world building was great and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for a
like
free to
Genshin
play
is like
game.
super fun, and they just like completely shit on that fun. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you want cool characters? Haha, give us $10. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's the stupid part. Yeah.
I'm like, why? They're like, cause money. No, I picked up berries. I don't want to pick up berries. Berries are stupid. I'm trying to think of how many times I've come on this server already, and I've been arguing with people about how shitty they are.
I feel like
Don't
if I were
listen to
like
me.
I feel like if I had like really high patience and stuff, yeah, I would have gotten to like tons of arguments here already. Yeah, I just
You know what's?
noticed a lot of red flags. Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, you know, it's hilarious. That's exactly what it takes. It's like a